Good afternoon, everyone. It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself, and today, guys, we're actually going to do another live sub hunt. Now, the last one we've done with this was in Monster Hunter World, and I think we did 5 of those, but today we're actually going to do Generations Ultimate, and this being the first episode in which we do such a thing. Now, I like to thank literally one person. One person. If you guys like what you're seeing right now, you have to thank this one person. I won't mention his name. Well, not now, simply because I can't remember it right off the top of my head. I'll give a little research into it and I'll bring it to his attention. However, he asked for this. He asked and he received. And that's essentially all it really is to it. If you want something from me, just ask. And 9 times out of 10, I'll make it happen for you. If, 9 times out of 10, it's not 100% perfect, but I tell myself, what's stopping me from streaming to YouTube once in a while? So here we are. Today we're going to give you guys, there's no we, it's just me. It's your boy. It's your boy, okay? But I'm going to give you guys what was demanded of me by one person so that way all can enjoy, which is essentially what I'm really all about when it comes to making these videos and whatnot. So with that being said, everyone, it's so weird. I'm live streaming, but I'm doing this as if I'm making an actual YouTube video. I say these things, I do these things, and I act a certain way when I make a video versus when I'm actually live streaming. But I know in my head that this is YouTube. I'm thinking we're in video mode and we're not. This is live, so I can mess up, and I will mess up. I do it a lot. Shout out to everyone coming in though. I greatly appreciate all your support and everything like that. So with that being said, let's continue. Let's actually make some stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a few people come in, a couple of friends of mine come in case other people don't want to come. Whoa, that was kind of fast. Okay, so what we're going to do, people can come in. The information is at the bottom of the screen. The room ID and the passcode. The passcode will always and forever. If you ever watch any of my live streams from the beginning of time, it has always been 900. Actually, it was 9081 a very long time ago, but then like a week later, I swapped it to 9008. My passcode is always 9008. It will never change. It is always the same passcode, no matter what game, no matter what. I will be playing any random game ever. If there's a passcode and it allows me to put 4 characters in it, it's going to be 9008. So if I'm streaming Monster Hunter, if I'm streaming Eunice, Street Fighter, Marvel, any game that has online components, that has a multiplayer, that has a room, that has a setup, that has a passcode system, 9008. So now you guys know. So let me check the chat. So what's going on with everybody today? What's up, Duggahverse? Yo, what's good? It's your boy. All right, so we looking. Man, alright, the Monster Hunter guy says you have general ultimate, but you're still low rank. That does not matter to me, bro. I absolutely do not care about what rank you are. I absolutely do not ever care what rank you ever are at any given time ever. I will help you. Valiant can attest to this. We were playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate maybe a couple of hours ago, and there'd be 2 level 1 or HR1 players that came in. Val was like, yo, dude, just kick him. But I was like, nah, son, it's the people. They need to know what Monster Hunter is like, so we hunted with it for a little bit. But yeah, I'm always down for that. Yo, Butters is alive. Yo, shout outs to homie. Yo, I see you, Val. Fight Tigrex first. All right, we'll try. We'll do some Tigrex. Yo, what about EX? What's good, bro? Oh, Beast the handheld gamer is Jay the Monster Hunter. Okay, I know. Yo, shout outs to homie from Twitch. What's up, bro? Gobi. I don't know what I did wrong, Gobi. I'm sorry. Okay, Dragonfly is 4-leaf clover. Alright, got you. I did callouts? I had callouts. I don't remember having callouts. Alright, FaZe. Unfortunately, bro. Unfortunately. What armor am I using? Senju the God. 845 gang. Right now, this is Gammoth. G-rank Gammoth armor. I'm catching up on the chat real quick, guys, then we're gonna hop into some actual hunts. I'm sorry. You'll join in a bit. Alright, bro. 8009 Yikers 0980. Nah, that's not it. Ghost Gaming has been a while, bro. It really has. Yo, Butters does live. Holy smacks. You're gonna need help with Zamtrails? I can help you out, bro. Not a problem. Alright, what's gonna happen, FaZe? We're going to be, well, if you have your Switch, then we're gonna be playing some Monster Hunter, of course. Everyone can pick a quest. I'm not gonna pick a quest. Pick whatever you want, and we'll go from there. That's essentially how we get this done. Yo, Gobi, we're gonna get some in. We're definitely gonna get some in. Don't you worry, bro. We're gonna get some 3U in. Maybe not in this stream, but between me and you and Val, we'll probably get some more 3U in for sure. You have Drift and Joy-Con. See, I knew it was a staple. I had to get the Pro controller. Actually, my Pro controller came in before my Switch did. I got my Pro controller like 2 days before the Switch was even dropped. So that was kind of cool. Shout out to Best Buy. Yo, what's up? Hiragana. That's Hiragana. Is that it? Hiragana? It's not Hiragana, is it? I think it is. My Japanese is bad. I can't remember exactly, but I know there's 3 different alphabets. I believe it's hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Katakana is for like foreign words. Hiragana, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably destroying it, but it's for the more traditional words that we all know and love. And the kanji, excuse me, is like more descriptive things. That's the hardest one to learn, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very much mistaken. I'm not superbly inept. Well, I am. Adept is what I was thinking of. I am totally inept. Okay. Oh, all right, Gobi. I'm gonna get to that soon. I'll try to remember his name for sure. Hold on, RDS. We started replaying Generations, and I'm playing Adept Hammer and Gunlance, and Lance. Yo, Lance, I can't step away from Lance for very long. Yo, Monster Guy, why don't you have online? If 3 came to the Switch, I'd leave all other Monster Hunter games. Get back to 3U. Okay, and with that, the chat is caught up. Let's hunt. And while I'm here, we can do this. I'll pause the music. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do something that is very new to me. I don't ever actually play in-game audio when I stream. But since this is a YouTube stream, where's that tab? Way over here. Okay, but since this is a YouTube stream, I can't play my traditional playlist of songs that I would usually play when I stream, because YouTube does not like it when I play songs that are really slappy, and they prefer me to play their lame songs. So we're just gonna play the in-game music. While we're doing this, since it's something that I don't normally do, I'm going to need the assistance of everyone to let me know if the game volume is too loud, if it's too quiet, because I never do this. I never ever play with game volume ever, not even when I'm just chilling at the house just parlaying. I always have headphones on, bump some kind of fresh tunes. So with that being said, if the game volume isn't loud enough, or if it's too loud, please let me know, so that way I can have a definitive and a defined number, so that way I can actually use the same profile, so to speak, whenever I do more YouTube streams. Okay, and the first monster of the bat is Grimclaw G4. Am I prepared for this? Probably not. What is my defense? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Alright. Yeah, my man died. Yo, check it. Yeah, we all got slapped. Okay, that's a pretty good slap. That's 60% of the slap rate. Okay, 40% of my health is gone. I have 60% remaining. My phone is going off. Okay, so there we go. Grimclaw Tigrex. We were totally godlike. I don't know about you guys. Y'all carded. I didn't. I'm still dope. So y'all are bad hunters. Yo, as the kids nowadays will say, oof. All right. Oof. Off to a great start. Yo, the first hunt was done in like 30 seconds. Like, I just got there, slapped him once, got hit once myself, and then curtains. Okay, good stuff. Actually, I think I know what I can do. I can play music for myself, which sucks for you guys, but I can play music for myself. This is exactly what true pros look like, bro. We get in and we get out. No one said we had to, you know, kill the monster to get out. They just said go in and get out. We went in and got right back out. That's some pro stuff. Like, fail a quest that quickly? Who else but us? Alright, here we go. So, I haven't fought Grimclaw in what amounts to decades, okay? The last time I fought Grimclaw, yo, real talk. The last time I fought Grimclaw was, yo, Gobi, do me a favor. The last time I fought Grimclaw was like the day I uploaded my Claw Tigrex Deviant video. So whenever that day was the last time I fought this monster Deviant. I'm probably telling a lie somewhere in between hither and thither, but if anything, I probably fought it once since that one date before. So I'm gonna use that one date as a concrete date, and that was the last time I fought that monster. So there you go. Yo, speedrun times. Already, you already know. Alright, here we go. More expediency. Expedite. We're going to expedite a victory today. There it is. My man came in with the whoop-de-doop. Ha. Oh, that's right. I'm Valor. I was trying to wild twin. Good. Why G-Rank Gamut? See, let me explain something to a lot of people. A lot of people wonder, Dak, you have very unorthodox ways of play. Yes, I do. Why G-Rank Gamut? Okay. Very, very, very simple. Do you see this cape? Do you see this cape? Do you see this cape? Do you see how it flutters and flows in the wind and in the non-wind? And as I progress forward, do you see the cape? There you go. That's why G-Rank Gamut. That's exactly why. That's the sole reason. I'm not even gonna front. The sole reason. There's not a lot of reasons to why I do things, even though a lot of these reasons some might find very odd. But I'm a very simple guy. I really am. I like simple things. I like peanut butter. I don't like jelly. So that equates to me eating just peanut butter sandwiches, which is true. It's what I like. It's what I do. Simple guy. Simple things. Simple, simple, simple. Only thing that's not simple is my stream setup. My God. My stream setup is not simple. I'm not saying it's like overly complicated, but it's not simple as others go. My man is, okay, so I'm gonna say, bro, you better get in this trap. I'm trying to go Valor up. Alright. Gotta take this mega. If he hits me, I'm gone. It's very much a godlike cave. Very much so. Damn, I knew that was gonna happen. Oops. Okay. Yo, Val, this might not be the wave today, bro. This might not be the wave. There it is. Fantastical. With the knockout. Shout out to the homie Val. Doing it real grande over there. Delicioso. The fact that I got blown up gave me invincibility frames and allowed me to move positions, so I'm not even mad. Sometimes you gotta take things as they come. It's a positive in my opinion. My man got knocked down again, so here we go. Gotta take advantage of the situation. Dash forward, tail cut, dash dash, head slap, 1, 2, because he acts pretty quickly afterwards, dashing forward. Yeah, there we go. We're fighting Tigrex today. Huzzah! Use these tactics, you too can become a winner. Don't cart though, don't cart. Winners don't cart. Real Duggahs don't die, remember that. Uh-oh. Huzzah! I'll take one, then move. Then, ooh, okay. The trick is to stay light on thine feet. That was not the way, even though I got completely obliterated for my negligence. Oh! Yo, did you see the rock? I wanted no part in that rock. Yo, Val didn't either. Oh, it's a hairy situation. I'm walking into... Oh! Yes. Saved myself. I am alive. Oh, geez. No valor for me. You know, I figured originally I would have the hardest time swapping over from Brave to Valor. Really did. You know, I still think Brave is a much cooler name as opposed to Valor. Damn. I'm so used to like World that I block with the Great Sword. You don't really block the Great Sword in this game. You just kind of let it happen. Because, I mean, you know, like, Brave exists, Valor, whatever. Oh, smackers. Because how long my delay wait that could save me. Alright, fully healed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let it rip. Yo, son, really? Just 360. Just turn around and slap me in the face, huh? Okay, good stuff. Yo, Tigrex is actually one of my least favorite monsters of all time. Believe it or not. One of my least favorites of all time. Speaking of least favorites, I made a video of that. I'm not going to say go watch the video. I'm more curious about what you guys like. What are your least favorite monsters? I want to know, what are your least favorite monsters of all time? Give me a list. Top 5. Give me top 5 lists. That way someone's list isn't like 48 characters long. So give me a list. I want to know what are your least favorite monsters. Dead serious. I want to know. Full stop. The ones that you're just like, bro, if we fight this monster, I'm not playing. Like, I will leave. Flat out leave the lobby if this monster is selected. Let me know. What fuels your nightmare? I gotta know. Your boy has to know. We can compare notes. Wow. That was, oh, my man with the knockout. Ooh. Dang. That one wasn't nice. Get a better one. Yo, is them limpy feet I see? Yo, where you going? Alright, you going. Good, yo, shout outs to the people. Good stuff. Iadrome. Yo, that's my man Val. I know it is. Yo, Lobby. Okay. What iteration of Lobby Soft? I want to know what iteration of Lobby Soft. My man say he hates Behemoth. You know what? I can respect that. Me and Behemoth, we don't get along. I don't necessarily hate Behemoth, but we don't get along. I'm not hitting up like, yo, man, let's go out for some friendly hunts. Me and Behemoth, we don't get along like that. We ain't getting down like that. Oh, damn. So 1 through 4 is Lobby Soft, and number 5 is Luna. I can feel it. I feel it in the air. All the drums. You know what? I'm not mad at the drums. I like the greats better. Okay, who else likes the greats better than the drones? I'm gonna say the reason why I like the greats better than the drones, because the drones will jump you. The greats, they don't jump you. I think Macau jumps, but he's the only one that does. That's my feeling. Rusted Kush. Uncle in for you. Pink Raytheon, Dreadking Rathalos, and Gold Rathalos. So my man just don't like Raytheon. Okay? Don't like Kush. Don't like Rusted Kush. Rusted Kush was a slapper. I'm gonna give it up. Rusted Kush is a slapper. Rusted Kush made it on my top 10 strongest Elder Dragons. That was not necessarily me picking. It was actually stuff from the community. But I love me some Uncle though. I can get down on some Uncle Yukonlos if you will. Shout out to the homie Whipping and Flipping. Shout out to the homie Nacho. Hold on, Rajang. Yo, y'all typing fast. Yo, Rajang, Fierce Rajang, Apex Rajang, G-Rank Rajang, High Rank Rajang. I feel it. Not a fan of that man either. Kezu Kongala. just don't need to exist. I feel that, Gobi. I do. So you hate Raytheon variants. I feel that. Personally, I have no problems with Pink Raytheon. I actually prefer Pink Raytheon over regular Raytheon. I feel like it's more of a direct continuation how Raytheon should have came out to be. If anything, I believe G-Rank Pink Raytheon should be G-Rank Raytheon. You know what I'm saying? The way in which the progression works, like you take the monster itself learns newer abilities once it gets on in the rankings. I feel like Pink Raytheon should just be Raytheon. But in this game, this particular game right here, Raytheon is nice. I'm okay with how they did Raytheon in this game. Brachydos, I don't like Brachydos either. I don't like Brachydos, but I respect him. You respect Brachydos because if you don't, you're dead. Okay, you are dead. One more Gunlance quest, not Gunlance, excuse me, Great Sword quest. I'm going back to Lance. Y'all out here trying to kill me. Greats versus drones, and it's gonna be Greats. I feel it. Oh man, so he hates all monsters except frontier monsters? That's heavy bias, but I will respect it. I will respect it because it is your opinion, and who am I to say that your opinion is bad? Plesioth 3 version. You know what? I prefer Plesioth 3 version. Why? Because I can go to Plesioth. Okay, I can go to him. If he jumps in the water in other games, you have to wait till my man get out the water, and I'm not down for that. I like to get in the water. I like to get dipped in the water. That is. That's your boy. Lunatr's least favorite. Tigrex and Silver Rathalos. I feel that. Do I use the hunting horn? I actually don't use hunting horn. I'm gonna say the reason why I don't use hunting horn. It's a very simple problem actually. The reason why I don't use hunting horn is because I'm colorblind. A lot of the notes I can't actually see. I don't quite know. Because of this, I have to memorize the songs based off of numbers, like 1, 2, and 3. The only horn I've ever been able to fully master was the metal bagpipes, because I've used that hunting horn. I forced myself to use that hunting horn because it had really, really good songs to it. I think attack large, defense large, health up, and then like wind resistance or something like that. And it was the only horn I ever used. And any horn that was like that horn, I would use it if it was decent enough. But since I haven't used the hunting horn in about a full game or so, I've forgotten the patterns. So hunting horn for me is just really tough because I can't see all the colors of the notes. That's essentially really it. So if you ever wonder why, Dak, you never use hunting horns, well, that's honestly it. I don't have no real reason to not. It's just I can't see all the notes all the time. So it's a bit of a bummer, honestly, but it is what it is, nevertheless. We do not respect Rajang. Rajang demands no respect from me. Oh, damn. The Rabbit Gamer, thank you. Okay, no, not thank you. No. Actually, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching the videos and finding some assessment of information from them, taking it and using it and getting yourself to where you are today. Thank you for doing that. I should be thanking you for certain, because I make these videos, I make these guides, if you will, not for myself. It's not for me. I do it because I know that there's someone out there who has trouble coming to grasp with a game like Monster Hunter. It's true. Back in the day, Monster Hunter was a very, very tough game to get into. And all I really wanted to do was make it to where it wasn't that hard for the people. Because, I mean, I had an understanding of the game. I'm never going to sit here and say I'm like the best at the game. I fully understood what was going on in the game at all given times. There was a lot of times where I was just like, bro, I'm flying by the seat of my pants as well. Learning things as much as how anyone is learning at the time. But I wanted to share that knowledge, because the problem with Monster Hunter in the beginning was that it was so tough to get into. A lot of people were actually playing the game for seconds and saying this game was too hard, and then they would quit. And I wanted to try my best to change that. I wanted to actually build not necessarily my own community, but the community within the Monster Hunter itself. That's my shtick. That's why I started these guides, and that's why I still do them to this day. Yo, great dunk. Great dunk. And guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, I love all of you to death. I really, really do. But I'm not used to having live streams where this many people talk, so I'm gonna be missing a lot of things that people say. So if you feel that what you say needs to be heard by me, feel free to spam it a little bit. I'm not saying get crazy with the spam, but I guess spam it a little bit, you know what I mean? I get my attention. Or if there's a way to get my attention, actually, I'm not sure. Like, you can, like, at me in the chat or something like that, because I know you could in Twitch. I'm not sure how YouTube streaming works. Wow, that was too early. Okay, I hit the button, looked at the chat. I wanted to hold the button because I knew something dumb was happening. Dang, I messed that up. Is guild style still relevant? It depends on what game. Excuse me, not game. It depends on what weapon you're using. So if I would say guild style being relevant, I would say guild style is relevant for here we go. Lance, Gunlance, Great Sword, Hunting Horn has its uses. I will say Insect Glaive has its uses, Charge Blade has its uses, but for the most part, I will say if you really, 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 really need it, I mean, Brave or Valor is just superior. It's just far superior. It is the best. I mean, sure, you lose a couple of attacks in the beginning, but you build build the gauge up, then you're good. I mean, you have all the attacks you've lost and then some, plus a really, really great ability. And we lost already. Okay, great. Beast, thanks so much. All right, guys, if there's something you said that really that you feel needs my attention, just at me, okay? Because usually when I stream on Twitch, we'll have like 10 people in the chat, and then like one person will talk, and like 10 minutes later, one other person will talk. So I never miss those texts. But in YouTube, mad people. So I want to read everything everyone has to say. What monsters do I want in Iceborne? Okay, you're gonna have to answer my question to that question though. Are you talking about monsters that would fit specifically within the Hoarfrost reach, or just more monsters in that new expansion? Because I mean, the ice level is not all that there is. I believe Tigrex is, no, excuse me, Narg. Narg doesn't live in the ice joints. Narg lives in the foresty areas. Just, okay, new monsters in general. Okay. I'm gonna give one to you guys. Let me get Valstrax, aka American Airlines. Let me get American Airlines in Iceborne. Let me also get, yo, I'm not gonna make a wish list. I was gonna say, yo, give me like, but give me Kurapeko. Give me Kurapeko. I would love to have Kurapeko. Imagine this. Okay, Monster in the World already has monsters, like three monsters? I think it's 3 monsters in one given area at a time. So you'll jump into the Ancient Forest, I believe it's called, and then there'll be 3 monsters. You have the low one, the mid one, and the apex monster. Kurapeko will come in as like the low monster and then call all the other guys to its direct location, as opposed to them mirandering in and then, you know, coming into contact, which is what they usually do. Give me back Kurapeko, because I mean, he's a monster I kind of feel like deserve a lot more respect. He can even also call in monsters who aren't even in the area yet. That would be godlike. Give me Kurapeko. Off the top of my dome, I want Kurapeko in there. After Kurapeko, it's a tough one. Actually, it's a tough one. That's a good question. After Kurapeko, who do I want? Narahala. Give me the snake wyvern. Give me him. Give me Dalamander as well. Dalamander. Yeah, I said Dalamander. It's not Dalamander. Give me Genmaron. Give me Genmaron because he's the proper way to do a siege monster, I feel. Ice, baby. What is my favorite monster? Yo, where? There you go. My favorite monster is Urigan. I keep a tiny Urigan figure who usually nestles himself around top of my microphone every day. That's my man right there, Urigan. This is a steal year again because his armor in 3 Ultimate was probably the best. Actually, it is the single most, hands down. Bro, there's no hands. Cut both your hands off because they're not needed. He has the best Gunlance armor in the game, and the second best Lance armor in the game, second to only the other Lance armor in the game that is the best Lance armor in the game. Christopher Damron? Yes, we are taking turns. Everyone gets a quest. If we fail the same quest twice, that counts as 1. Okay, I should put these rules out. Okay. We're going to be doing rotations. Everyone gets a quest. 3 quests rotate. This is how we're going to do the quest. If we do a quest and then we succeed, that counts as 1. If we do a quest and we fail, that counts as half. If we do the quest again and fail again, that counts as 1. And then that person can't post their quest again and someone else has to post a quest. And then once 3 quests are done, 3 people leave, 3 more brand new people come on in. That's how we're going to do it. I will not pick any quests. I'm just here for the ride. That's how we're going to do this. Yo, what up, Monarch? I see you, bro. Ooh, Giganox and World would be pretty dope, too. But for Giganox, they would have to probably introduce at least 1 more or a few cave-like areas. Hold on. Where am I at? I've gotten myself lost. Damn, did I really get myself lost? I think I'm lost. Hold on. Yep, totally lost. Totally lost. Hold on. Give me let me get my bearings before I start reading the chat some more. Okay. Oh yeah, I have the map here. All right, go. Do that. Absolutely. That's why. Holy smacks. Okay, I know where I am now. That's why I would really like it for Gen Moran Siege to actually come back. Because I kind of feel like they could do so much more with the ships as well. Have every player on like their own ship or something like that. Or make it like a server-wide thing. Make it kind of like how they did make it how they did Goat Butter. Okay. And then we could probably have. Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why don't we have more than 1 monster like Goat Butter? Why can't we have Gen Moran coming out with relic armor pieces? You know how dope that would be? It'd be sick. He's already known as someone who has like really dope precious things on him anyway. Let my mans have the relic armor. Make it a Deviant. Make it a Variant. Make it a subspecies. I don't care. Put my mans in the game. I remember what armor set this is. This is Striker. Oh, this is Gil. This is Gil Gunlance. Okay, White Shot. Gotta remember that. All right, Chris. Hope to see you soon, bro. Definitely. Is addiction to the blast status bad? No, not really. It's not as strong as it used to be. It's actually extremely versatile. When you don't really want to pick and try to go super optimal, every monster has, not necessarily every, but for the most part, most monsters have a particular, I wouldn't say call it a full-on weakness, but you can use blast to your advantage when you fight many different monsters in this game. So I don't feel like it's an addiction or it's bad. I think it's fine. I'm actually okay with it. Slime, however, that was 100% easy. People didn't like slime. Was you wrong in getting Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate as this being your first game? You know, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, but I'm probably going to say yes. Okay, I'm probably going to say yes. Not because World is the graphically superior game on the more modern consoles, but because the direction in which Monster Hunter very well may take after this game. This is probably, I'm not gonna swear to it, okay? Excuse me. This game is what we call an old style Monster Hunter game. where it's not the graphics, it's just the gameplay itself. The gameplay to Monster Hunter has not fully evolved since its inception, okay? It's become a bit more fluid, but it hasn't fully evolved yet. The first real evolution to it was maybe that of Monster Hunter World, where they actually took a drastically different change in which the game actually played. But it still felt like Monster Hunter, which is cool. However, this game, it might be the last of its kind, I'll say, because, well, for one, this game is technically a 3DS port, and the 3DS itself is essentially gone. So the next Monster Hunter game that's not probably World will probably be a game for the Switch if they go that route, or they might continue the way of World and just play it in the 5th generation style. So I'm not gonna say it's a bad game to play full on, but I feel like if you really wanted to get the most out of it or just feel up to date with it, you might not feel that way. However, it is a great way to see a lot of the monsters that aren't actually available in World, because a lot of these monsters, like a metric ton of these monsters do not appear in World and may very well never appear in World. So, no. Actually, I said yes at first, but the more I got to explain myself, I feel like, no, you're good. You're good to get this game first. The game is actually relatively cheap. If you have a Nintendo Switch, you're good to go. And World itself is also pretty cheap. So if you have a PlayStation 4 or a PC that's viable, an Xbox One, you could get this game also for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. It's not a particularly bad buy, but I kind of feel like since Generation Ultimate is an anthology series, you will probably go into the remaining games with a bit more knowledge than others who just originally started in World, where in which World is just not very varied in the terms of what was, as in, you know, the monsters in the different locales, like the different villages and whatnot. You actually get to know about the original village. You get to know about the 2nd generation village, one of the 3rd generation villages, might add, one of the 3rd. All right. The one that no one really likes, the ones that no one really even knows. Yukomo Village, that's the Japanese only joint. Anyway, I digress. I do love me some goat butter. I like me some goat butter. I'm not gonna front. Me and goat butter, we get down. Shout out to goat butter. In honesty phase, the reason why I still use Celtics armor is because on top of it makes me look like a Gundam, and I like giant robots. I don't like Gundams, but I like giant robots. It's a very, 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 very good Gunlance armor, probably the best, but it also makes it look really cool. So yeah, shout outs to Gunlance. Oh, excuse me, Celtics armor. Old style is definitely stiff somewhat. New style is a bit more fluid. The reason why Blast got nerfed is because it becomes too viable. Like, it's to the point, okay, if I'm not mistaken, the damage multipliers for Blast are pretty linear. So when you get monsters who are like smaller, like not smaller, but like way more, way less HP, it's a lot easier to do more damage against a monster whose HP is probably like 5,000 as opposed to a monster HP is like 60,000. The difference between high rank and G rank, essentially. So it's kind of nerfed because it's not as viable as it used to be versus like the entire cast. I should definitely do it. What reasons would those be, Base? What's good, bro? Yo, what up, Fresh? I see you, eyes open. Welcome to the YouTube Clickities, as I refer to it as. I don't think I've even seen you on any of my YouTube joints. I mean, you're in my YouTube videos, but that's essentially it. Yo, okay, here's my thing with Daemon X Machina. We are playing that game. I want everyone to understand that that game is going to be played on this channel, okay? If you're a fan of the robots or not, we're playing some Daemon X Machina, okay? It's gonna happen. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry, I guess you could say. But that game's going to be played religiously on this channel. So, if another question is, Dak, why haven't we seen anything for Daemon X Machina yet? Nothing is 100% concrete. And I personally believe if it's not information that absolutely needs to be seen, then I'm probably not going to post anything on it. Because right now, all we have is like, not necessarily rumors and speculations, but it'll be just like new pieces of gameplay that was provided via a new, like, gaming seminar or something like that or whatever. The coolest thing though was the feedback video they did. I should have probably made a video on the feedback video. I probably still will, I'm not sure yet. But it's one of those things where since it's news, you have to strike while the iron is hot. And since I debated on actually making it originally, it's probably old hat to everyone now. But we are going to be playing that game. I'm going to make a lot of videos for that game. The online component is where I'm mostly going to be at. I'll be making build videos where in which I explain, teach, and try to understand for myself and to explain to you how the mechanics of the building system works. What are the best? I'm going to say not the best. I hate saying the best. What are probably some of the more optimal sets to actually use for certain types of play styles? That kind of thing. I don't like to essentially say this is the best one way to play set unless someone specifically asks me to make a set that is geared like to this. If someone says, Dak, make me the best blank 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 set, I will do what I can to make the best blank 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 set. However, most of the builds are going to be like builds you can say, I'll say something. Okay, not Monster Hunter. In Armored Core, there were light, heavy, light, medium, heavy, reverse joint, light reverse joint, tripod, tank builds, okay? I would make basic generalization guides to all 7 of these things. So that way you can take what was already laid down by me and put your own spin on things. That was how I got down. We'll be doing the same thing in Daemon X Machina. So yeah. A double melee build? Yes, we will do. There will be a double melee build. I'll probably do that first, honestly. The very first thing I'm going to try and do is make a build, depending if this is a thing in the game or not. I'm going to have to see. I'm going to see if I can make an infinite boost build. I love infinite boost builds. Infinite boost builds catch a lot of flack because they're so cheap. They're pretty cheap. They catch a lot of flack because they're so cheap in the sense that you have the advantage on running away. They're not always the fastest, but they're always moving. Always moving. Can always move in and out of any situation super quick. So I'm a sucker for those, so I'm gonna probably make one of those first. And Chris, thank you, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean, I don't usually stream too often to YouTube. More because of all the very strict restrictions YouTube has to streaming. So I do most of my streaming on Twitch. Them adding Zenogre, then Stygian and Elder's Recess. Let me tell you something. I absolutely cannot stand the Elder's Recess. That is my absolute least favorite map in probably all of Monster Hunter. Now that I'm thinking about it, off the top of my dome, it's probably my least favorite map in all of Monster Hunter, simply because once you reach endgame world, that is the only location you're ever going to go. You're going nowhere else. There's no place else for you. There's 100% like no place else for you anywhere, no matter where you go. It's non-existent. You want to go somewhere else? Tough luck, okay? They even have the gall to bring monsters from other areas into the Elder's Recess, so you don't even have to go to there to get them to their respective places. You want to fight Rathalos? He shows up to the Elder's Recess. Whip his ass there. Like, dude. Can you join? Okay. We did Grimclaw, Bolt Reaver. We lost the first Bolt Reaver, won the second Bolt Reaver. So now Lucifer's quest. Okay, so after we do this one, we're going to rotate out. We're going to rotate out after this quest, and then we're going to get 3 new people in. So, for those who actually didn't get a chance to play in yet, hang tight. You're going to get a chance super long. Stygian also could be in the Hoarfrost Reach. You do fight him in the Tundra when you first run across his face. See, the Elder's Recess has a really nice aesthetic. However, dude, I'm just so tired of looking at it. I close my eyes and I see Elder's Recess, bro. Like when I go to sleep, it's like Elder's Recess. And I open my eyes, like it's crazy. I can't do it. I'm just so tired of going to that place. I'm more mad that we didn't get a proper volcano area. We got a place where the elders like to come and chillax. I feel that there's this quick little volcanic area That's cool too, but I want a proper volcano with hell and brimstone. See, FaZe, my problem with World is it allowed me, the game itself allowed me to get everything I ever could have ever wanted way faster than what I should have. And it's what made the game get stale for me. To be honest with you guys right now, I hate this game. Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate is my least favorite Monster Hunter game of all time, bar none. The worst for me. My least favorite. The one I hate. The one I hate. My least favorite game of all time. For Monster Hunter, and that is this game right here. However, put an asterisk in there. I absolutely cannot go back into Monster Hunter World and find any measure of enjoyment. As is. That game is boring. I mean, to absolute bloody freaking tears. I've seen and done all that I'm not gonna say I've seen and done all. I've seen and done all that I ever actually wanted to do. Who are we fighting again? I have no idea where this guy is. What a bunch of jokers. But anyway, like he's just the game is just, I can't do it. That game is just, dude, wowzers, bores me to absolute tears. But this game, as much as I hate this game, I can come back and play more of this game than I can, let's say, World, because World just got so stale so fast and so hard. It's ridiculous. But I can come back for this game as much as I don't like it. I hate this game the most, but at least there's variety. If I want to fight 6 monsters in one area, I can. If I want to go to 47 different locations, I can. It's all about variety. When you have lots of variety, it could be stale variety, but if you have variety nevertheless, it helps. But when you're just the same game with like the same 2 areas, okay? 2 areas and like the same 3 monsters. No. Actually, I don't know. I played 3 Ultimate. No, excuse me, I played Try. That's my favorite game of all time. And I love it way more than I love any of the other games. It's my favorite game. And it only had 18 monsters, guys. 18 monsters in that game. But I have more hours in that game than I do any other monster in the game today. No, it wasn't it's not an open hub. We're doing rotations. After this quest, though, we're gonna rotate. Yo, what up, bro? I see you. Eyes open. That's how I feel about this game. I don't think I've ever told you guys how I felt about this game in full. I mean, I briefly said it in the video. I think about the last video I did. But I absolutely hate this game. I cannot stand this game. Waking up and playing this game is like, dude, I have to play this game today. Oh, like, it's so hard for me to make a video for this game because I just don't want to look at the game. I can't bring myself to do it, but I'd sooner do it here than I would in World. There's like nothing in World that I really even want anymore. I've fought all the monsters, made all the videos. I'm so done with World. When Iceborne comes out, it'll give new breath into the game, of course, but don't know how I'll essentially feel about it in the long run. But it is what it is, nevertheless. Yes, my least favorite thing is the styles. I cannot stress how much styles and arts have completely destroyed my view of this game. I literally cannot begin to express to you guys how much I hate this crap. Like, styles and arts completely floor me. Like, I thought it was, even in the very beginning, when X was first shown, I was like, this is piss. I was aggravated. I was mad. I didn't like it. Oh, Deviants? Yo. We're not going to talk about Deviants. Deviants are terrible. God awful. Like, absolutely atrocious. I've probably already said that word today, but it is definitely still atrocious. Well, I'm glad to have replied to your comment, bro. Take it easy. I'm fine. I don't really need anything from Rathalos, like, ever. I'm never gonna make Deviant gear. I never do. I don't care. The only Deviant gear I've made or will make is Drill Tusk, Shred Claw. Is it called Shred Claw? No, Rust Razor. Whatever, English. I'm making Drill Tusk, Shred Claw, whatever his name is, the Lance Joint, and Frost Peak. Gamut. Those are the only slaps I make because of the elements that's good. You have one for Lance, one for Gunlance. Yeah, one for Lance, one for Gunlance, and one for Greatsword. The only 3 weapons I really even use in this game. So yeah. See, hear me out. Hear me out. Crystal Beard is a Urigan. Urigan is my man, 100 grand. However, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm saying it right now. They hold my man. My man Crystal Beard's armor is garbage juice, bro. It is kakane. Okay, it is terror bad. It is dreadful. It is not good. It is not nice. I don't recommend it. Damn, I'm getting bodied by a higher console. A Bazooka's variant would be pretty cool. What would he do though? Bazooka's main thing. Oh, I still have this. Bazooka's main thing is to blow Ish up, for lack of a better term. If this new one isn't blowing Ish up, then like, I'm not sure we could be doing anything. You can't. Okay, guys, you can't flash Dread King until you break his wings. So stop trying to flash. Please. Gotta break the wings first. He's immune. I think we only have one broken wing. We need both of them. And there we go. Both wings broken. Now my man can fall from the skies from flashball. Nova, yo, that'd be pretty dope. Yo, how's it going, bro? Okay, I have a friend. She has the same last name as you do. I know it's a very common Vietnamese name, last name, but I still am so bad at pronouncing that name. Please do not hate me. It's not Nugan. It's like, gosh, what did she say? I can never remember how it was actually properly pronounced. I apologize, but how's it going, bro? Yo, all I'm saying is underwater battles can work everywhere. I'm trying to have underwater battles on everything. Okay, we need underwater battles in World. We need Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate ported over to the Nintendo Switch. I'm playing that game. Yo, son. Okay, check this out. Theoreticals here. If they port 3 Ultimate to the Switch the same day Iceborne comes out, I'm not playing Iceborne. No. I'm not doing it. If Iceborne and 3U for the Switch are released on the same day, I'm requesting the day off, and I'm playing 3 Ultimate on the Switch. That's just facts, okay? I want y'all to know that is more facts than the sky being blue and the grass being green, okay? There's nothing more realistic than that right there, all right? Yo, hello, bro. Yo, is that Art? Yo, that's the homie Art. Yo, what's up, Art? I see you, bro. Yeah. It's Art. You ain't hiding. I mean, you were hiding. You had a different name, but I see you. What's up, Art? Win. That's what it was. It's Win. It's like, okay, thank you. Thank you. That's how it's pronounced. Like, when I first see it, I'm like, it's Nugan, but it's not Nugan. It was something real quick. Like her name, my friend, her name is Ning, and it sounds like a weird sound effect. It's like Ning. It's like Ning Win, Ning Wing. So yeah, that's her name. So I just keep forgetting. I'm sorry, but I put a government out there. She probably will hate me. You know, I don't know. Hold on. Can I mod you guys? Add moderator. Yeah, okay. Let me get my mods out here. All right, so Nachos and Val, you guys are mods. Where's Gobi? And oh yeah, it's rotation time, guys. It is rotation time. So everybody get out. Get out. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the f out of here. So get out. Everybody got to go. Oh, there's Gobi. All right. Yo, the mayor. Okay, Gobi's here. Dogger's here. One more person. Woo! Yo. I haven't seen that headpiece in a minute. Yo, shout outs to... Yo, look at Gobi. What you wearing, Gobi? What's that on? What's that, Gobi? What is that right there, Gobi? Hold on, Gobi. Did you do something? Okay, let me explain to you guys. For a lot of you who follow me on YouTube, but don't necessarily follow me on Twitch, I'm going to say I'm gonna tell you a little story. There is this person named Gobi. He's right here. Gobi came to me from a different community. If you guys remember who So Hellkite was, he did his YouTube joint, then he disappeared. I think he's coming back, but anyway, he came from his community, all right? I kind of stole him, and I'm going to say right here, I stole Gobi. But this person does absolutely amazing things all the time, okay? He is so clutch, it's ridiculous. If he had a superpower, his superpower would be clutch, okay? Because of that, Gobi himself is a running, like, gag or meme or, like, hype beast thing on all my streams. And everything that I do, there's always something Gobi's gonna do, and it's always gonna be dope. So what Gobi did today that's hype to me, he took my favorite monster of all time, put that armor on, and showed up to my stream. Now, he's also brandishing a lance, which is my favorite weapon. If I go and check his armor set and find out that Gobi made this set viable with lance, I'm gonna make that set. So let me see what you got, Gobi. Thank you, Gobi. Guard 2 at the top spot. Yo, wait a minute. Gobi's a fraud. Is he? Yo, Gobi's a fraud. Gobi's a fraud. Yo, look at Gobi being fraudulent. Being fraudulent. Gobi is fraudulent. See, Gobi almost had me. Almost had me, Gobi, but you're fraudulent. I see now. I see now. Yo, Gobi, you're a fraud. But he did get me hype. He did get me hype. So shout out to Gobi for getting me hype. Good shit. Good stuff. Okay, now with that being said, enough of that. Someone can post a quest. Feel free to post a quest, guys. I'm swapping over to Lance though, so I guess you can pick something Lance friendly if you want to. Yo, I ought to kick him for his heresy. I thought Gobi was out here making the Urigan armor work with Lance. That's the reason why you don't see me wear that armor. That armor is terrible. Okay, it is terrible. It was only good twice. It was good in Tri, and it was good in World. That is it. It was actually, dude, it's freaking slap. Oh my, it's phenomenal in World. In World, it is literally my absolute bread and butter. I recommend that set more than anything else in the universe. Yo, I ought to kick him for his heresy. Alright, post quest is getting moving, guys. Let's do it. Ah, dang, Chris is right. You didn't get in. Next round, for sure. Oh, Rabbit, you mean Amaguchi? Here's the thing. I'm actually about to make his video. You know what I'll do is, because you say you're scared and you've used my videos before, I will make his video first. Tomorrow, after work, when I come home, I will dedicate my free time to making that video. How's that? I will dedicate my free time to making that video because you didn't necessarily ask, but you nonchalantly said you were scared to fight that monster. I will bestow unto you the knowledge I have accrued through many years of me playing and with my constituents to help you fight said monster. It's what I do, and it's what should be done. Thank you, Gobi. Well, you know, Gobi, that does remind me, I should also do what you've done. You've deceived me, but yet still opened my eyes. I was convinced, still am, that I am going to make pirate my my transmog thing. All my sets have all my transmog sets are pirate, just like this. All of them. They're a mix between pirate and buccaneer. There's a couple of pieces mixed. 2 pieces are pirate, the rest are buccaneer. But all my transmog sets are like that. I'm going to start transmogging my sets to be like that and Urigan. Because why not? Yo, Daedalus, what's good? When I think of Daedalus, I think of the summon Daedalus from Golden Sun 2. He was a very tough he was, what was he? He was, what was Daedalus? He was, four fire, 5 earth, the Jin, I think. Yo, Golden Sun is my favorite RPG of all time. Oh, where am I going? I think I know where I need to be. Down the hatch, I suppose. I can't remember the number of Dijin needed. Yo, Faye, since you're clearly someone of superior knowledge, do me a favor. Can you Google search, or if you just know the knowledge off the top of your head, how many summons and what summons was it required to summon Daedalus? It was 2, you had Catastrophe, and you had Sharon, I think it's Sharon. And then you had Daedalus. Was it Daedalus? The cool thing about Daedalus was that his attack was 2-phased. Okay, I'm explaining to you guys if you don't know. Alright, check it out. So, in Golden Sun, you can take these creatures known as the Jinn, combine a lot of them together in some of these really, really cool massive things. Now, the first game was pretty much privy exclusive to it, so if you wanted to do any real measure of damage, you would use only them. However, in the second game, they kind of fixed it up a little bit to where it's not so much you being stuck on just using the Jinn and only the Jinn, but use them to change your classes, and they gave you stronger normal attacks anyway. Regardless though, the high level summons was still pretty OD. Now, in that game, the second game, they allowed you to mix certain Dijin to have special summons, because before you'd only could use fire Dijin to do fire things, earth to do earth things, water to do water things, wind to do wind things, so on and so forth. But it was the second game that allowed you to mix. You use like 3 fire, 2 wind, 1 earth, and get a different summon regardless. Daedalus, he was really cool because when you summon him, he first shot off like 10 missiles in quick succession. They did a fair amount of damage. It wasn't super strong. They did amount to about like let's say a decent amount is 500 damage. It would do 500 damage. But then he would shoot in the same animation. He would shoot a giant missile from his chest. It was a lot slower and a lot bigger. So the first missile would land first, doing about 500 damage or so. Then after like about 2 turns, that last missile would come out and do like 6,000 damage. It was not that much, but it was ridiculous. It would do like 3 times the original damage. It was so good. I loved it so much. It had a problem though, that if I summoned it late, because it was a pretty stacked summon to actually summon. Yeah, if I summoned it late, I sometimes would never see the second missile. 3 Venus, 4 Mars. Yo, thank you, FaZe. I had it right. Okay, I kind of had it right. I was thinking it was mostly Mars, but I said 5 and 4, but it was 4 and 3. Okay, so yeah. I love that summon. Such a good one. Such a good one. Yo, but then, is that where you got your name from, though? Is that where you got your name from? Because if so, then like, You're a legend. Like, I like you already. Yo, and everybody be lancing and gun lancing. Now, I want you guys to note something from me, from the way that I play. Odds are, if I'm lancing, I'm being serious, but I'm also going to be very relaxed at the same time. Because I have no fear. I have, like, no fear when I lance. Like, there's, like, no fear when I lance. I lance with no fear. Whoa! We got cross-ups? Yo, son! Ding! Yo, that is pretty godlike. Yo, Diablos crossed me up. I've seen it, but I couldn't believe it. Damn, I got crossed up. My favorite summon... Oh, snap, hold on. My favorite summon is still... Actually, no, the summon that gave me the most chills was, I'm gonna say, like, Golden Sun 1, Judgment. Judgment gave me chills because it was the Angel Gabriel in his war armor who shot a tiny little beam of energy from the heavens down to Earth, and then you see the little beam hit Earth. And you just see Earth just like get destroyed. As a kid, I was like, you know, it was. What was it, Mike? All I know is that it was an angel, came down, dropped the juice of energy, and destroyed the universe, ruled the world. Now there was another one, Catastrophe, I believe, that was similar to that, but it was much more epicer. But it was essentially the same thing. So godlike. I mean, yeah, Bloodbath is nice. I kind of feel like Bloodbath is probably... There's a few Deviants out there that I feel like are perfect Deviants. Like, they... Oh, I'm probably going to catch the slapper for this. Oh, no, we're good. I forgot what I was talking about. But I do like Bloodbath Diablos. Or Murder Blows is what we used to call them. I still think Murder Blows is a cooler name. Much more cooler name. It rolled off the tongue like super quick too. Bloodbath Diablos. Or is it Mud? Or Murder Blows? Yeah, Murder Blows. Murder Blows is a much cooler name. Fight me. I think I'm talking about Golden Sun. I'm down. Damn. Oh, my favorite summon. Okay, now that was Judgment. Then you had Catastrophe. But there was Daedalus. There was hold on. The one you got from that hidden city. It's been so long since I've played Golden Sun, but since it's been so long, I should totally go back and play it. I totally should go back and play. I should probably go back and play Dark Dawn. Do I still have my DS copy of that? Hopefully I still have my DS copy of Dark Dawn. Pretty sure that I do. Avast me hearties. Yo. You're not about to play me. What I was essentially gonna do was I was gonna back myself into a corner where he couldn't come up from the other side of me, so I couldn't get crossed up. Oh, good deal. The point was to not get crossed up. Oni blows. Okay. Okay, Oni Diablos. Okay. I feel that. Respect. Wouldn't have none of that madness when I was on. The explosion energy is so godlike. Iris, yo, that, yo, yo, it was so dope because you saw the feathers going. Yo, I can go. You know what? I'm probably gonna do it just for kicks. When I get done streaming this game, when we're done, I'm probably gonna spend 10 to 15 minutes just going back and looking at all the Golden Sun summons. I know there's a video out there on the YouTube somewhere. I'm just gonna watch all the summons and rate them. So, oh, caught me on the slip around. Good deal. Aye, Captain. All right, good. I'm glad you're down for some Golden Sun 11. You have to understand, Golden Sun is like my third favorite game of all time. Why is it my third favorite game? Because Breath of the Wild exists. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Breath of the Wild is like a masterpiece of gaming. Like, if to play video games was to put behind the world you live in, to go venture off to something that's more than what you already have, Breath of the Wild is like the epitome of that. Okay, it's like absolute freedom and absolute bliss. It's like the greatest game of all time. Now, the second favorite game of all time for mine is The Legend of Zelda, another Link game, another Zelda game, maybe Smackle, A Link to the Past. A Link to the Past is my favorite, well, my second favorite video game of all time. Well, it's my first up until, which call it existed, but A Link to the Past gave me my greatest gaming friendship and essentially like started me on the path of video games. And it's an amazing game. Still drop dead amazing, still super hard, and still lots of fun. It's just like the perfect thing to exist. And then you have Golden Sun. God like it every respect. The original Slapperoni, of course. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the others. I just prefer the original. Hooray, we did it. All lances. Good job, guys. Good job. Mother 3. I respect me some Mother 3. Listen, Val, I use Mega Potions in this game. Okay? G-Rank games, I'll use Mega Potions in. If it's not a G-Rank game, I don't use Mega Potions. If you guys want to, go back. Okay? Go dead serious. Go back to all my generation videos and see if I ever use a Mega Potion. Never. You never find it. You will not find me ever use a single Mega Potion in Generations ever, because it wasn't G-Rank. Yo, herbs though. Herbs? Yo, I don't leave home without it. When the tough get tough and the thins get tough and everything is tough all over the place, we pull out the tough ones. The herbs. Herbs have saved my life way more than what Mega Potions have. I was thinking my first murder blows in this game. Golden Sun Dark Dawn was amazing. Ooh, I don't want to destroy your name, bro. Hold on. Dang, yo, what's up, bro? I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I don't want to like destroy your name. I hate when people get my name wrong all the time too. But how's it going, bro? Yo, when they got rid of herbs, yo, I kid you not, when I first saw herbs in World, I was like, oh shit, herbs. I picked it up. I was actually excited. I probably streamed, I'm pretty sure. I was visibly excited, super happy for them to be there. I grabbed it, and it turned into potion. I was like, what do you mean? I was so confused. I was like, yo, can I not eat the herb? Can I not eat herbs? It ruined my life. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for them to, like, take away herbs from me. I've been eating herbs for like 10 years now, guys. when the times got tough, I pull out the herbs. And here they are telling me that I no longer can just enjoy myself with the herbs. Sadness engulfed your bands. Yo, Thrifty, that's the guy I know. What's good? Yo, what up, Libra? Yeah. Okay, Golden Sun Dark Dawn was amazing, absolutely amazing. The only problem I have with Golden Sun Dark Dawn is that they talk a lot. Lots and lots and lots of exposition. My goodness. It's almost as if they... Oh, it's a brute. Yeah, I'll fight him with this. It's almost as if they expect... Well, some games they try to... What's the word? Like if you missed the first game, they tried to like, hey, since you missed the first game, here's, you know, some catch up. But yo, they were playing heavy catch up. They wanted no player left behind. They absolutely want everyone to know every inch of that story from start to finish. So they talked a lot. Yo, when Gog was slapping, Herbs had my back. Yo, I remember when I was fighting Dala and he hit me with the laser beams, bro. You remember the Dala laser beams? Yo, when he was cleaning people up like extra quick work. Yo, when I was taking mad hits from them joints and I had to use all my stuff, Herbs was in the back pocket. That was like, yo, when times get... Yo, I kid you not, I play better. If you tell me that I use all my potions, all my mega potions, I never carry max potions. Forget it. But if I use all my potions, all my mega potions, and all I have is Herbs left, watch your boy become a better player. Watch me. Games are off. I have wristbands on. I keep wristbands on all the time, but I'll take the wristbands off. It's like weights in like Dragon Ball Z. You know, a Piccolo, you take the hat off, boom. You serious? Yo, I take the wristbands off. I'm mad serious, okay? That's how it goes for me. Yo, what up, Lit? I see you, bro. Dark Dawn was the only one you was old enough to play comfortably. I feel that. But I totally feel as if you get to play the others, you should go back and play the others. This is what I want. I want deodorant. I'm taking the deodorant, guys. I'm sorry. Look at that volumetric lighting. That's like probably real and probably fake at the same time. Where is my Dark Dawn copy? Oh no, I put him back in the drawer. Okay. Really? Did I put him back in the drawer? Yeah, I guess I did put him back in the drawer. I usually keep my 3DS games near at hand. So I guess I put him back in the drawer. Okay, well, that's a thing nevertheless. Anyway, I used to keep my stuff at hand. I'm pretty sure I still have that copy of Dark Dawn floating around somewhere. I allowed my sister to play it again. She was enjoying it herself. I actually got my sister into Golden Sun. She loves the game too. Okay, now let's get back onto Monster Hunter. We've talked about the favorite monsters. We've talked about the least favorite monsters. Now, I want to talk about favorite weapons. What are we? What are we? Okay, what we like is one thing, but who we are is more important. What are we? Are we lance mains? Are we gunlance mains? Are we greatsword mains? Are we sword and shield mains? Are we switch axe mains? Are we charge blade mains? Are we bow mains? Heavy bow gun mains? Light bow gun mains? What are we? Yo, do we palico it up? Are we salted that there's no palicos in the world that we can actually transform into and play as? Actually, I'm kind of glad we didn't have the Prowler. I'm not gonna lie to you. Prowler was like, really? But, yeah. Yo, Deadly K, I'm gonna need you to stop right there. Your first sentence is invalid. You're always good enough. Yo, I don't care who you are, what skill level you're at, what you aspire to be in life. If you want to play with me, just play. Ask me. And I'm going to say yes. Unless I have to go to work or something like that. But I want to play with you. So fear not. You're good enough. You're always good enough. Just come down and play. So we got Insect Glaive. Okay, I see you then. All right. Long Sword. Yo, Wee Blade, as people like to refer to as. Great Sword. Yo, shout out. Yo, Libra and you will make good friends. My man is a Great Sword main as well. He has like 14 or like 3,000 or like some ridiculous amount of like Great Sword uses. Like his Great Sword uses is exceptional. Charge Blade and Long Sword. Feel it. Yo, Litten, Lance, and Gunlance. Yo, shout out to the squad. Been loving Charge Blade recently, but got into Lance, and I can't play anything else. Yo, I feel it. Yo, Daedalus, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. I've been lancing my entire life. When I first started playing Monster Hunter, my brother, he got me into it. He was like, yo, get a weapon that just appeals to you. And I tried all the weapons, but I was stuck on Lance. Once I hit Lance, it's like, this is it. This is my juice right here. Monarch says Long Sword, Dual Blades, and Charge Blade primarily. I feel it. Yo, my man said he swears on his Timbs. Yo, that is New York. That is New York. I have a pair of Timbs. I swear on them too. Yo, Val, we are brothers in shields. Okay, we are brothers in shields. Or brothers in lance arms. Let's say that. Brothers in lance arms, for certain. Chris says, Charge Blade is your favorite weapon of all time, but you main longsword and heavy bowgun for the most part in G rank. I feel that. A lot of people have obligations to certain types of weaponry, depending on where they are. I have a friend, she absolutely refuses to use anything but heavy bowgun to fight Alatron, I think. Or Alatreon, there you go. There's your pronunciation, guys, because I'm getting them wrong. I do it on purpose. But yeah, she absolutely refuses to fight it without heavy bowgun. It's a little ridiculous. I won't lie. I'm not a fan of her restriction. However, I myself have pretty ridiculous restrictions as well. So I can't be that mad. SNS all day. I'm gonna say, the hunter guy says the occasional sword and shield heavy bowgun. Okay, I feel that. Oh, I carded. I wasn't paying attention. I'm more worried on the chat. Hunting Horn. Shout out to Hunting Horn. Longsword on Generations. Switch Axe on World. Switch Axe on World is very powerful. Chris said you main lance in every other game besides this one. Yikers. Shout out to homie Lynn, who's also a lancer. Flashy weapons are your go-to. I can respect that. Definitely so. Roman, what can I recommend to try? Okay, so you picked up longsword, you say. When it comes to Monster Hunter, the weapon you choose is a reflection of you, okay? Like, I mean that. Like, everyone who knows me well, okay, everyone who knows me well knows that when I play video games, I always want to be, like, the defense. I want to be the biggest. I want to be the defense. I want to have that. Like, so in Monster Hunter, I play Lance. In tactics type games, I like paladins. Or if I play like a MMO, for God forbid, I'll be like a paladin type character or something along the lines of that. In fighting games, I like big guys, like grapplers. I like that kind of thing. I don't like Zangief though in Street Fighter. Just don't. I don't. But I like Birdie from Street Fighter 5 and Alpha 2, or just the Alpha series in general. But I like bigger characters. I like being bigger. I like being defensive. That's my thing. So anytime someone sees me in a game or whatever, they're like, yo, the biggest character is who's actually gonna play more often than not. And they're not wrong. I'm dead. Oh my god, I died again. My bad, guys. I forgot to take the cool drink. That's on me. But whatever, we'll fight Bracky again. But that's just what you need to understand for yourself. Understand how you are and find a weapon that plays how you are. There's lots of weapons out there, and most of them probably can get how you feel downright. Just start with longsword, play with it a little bit, see if it's right for you or it's not right for you. If you don't like the way it kind of feels, swap over to something else. Something else that's probably relatively similar to it would be Insect Glaive. Insect Glaive feels a lot like Longsword, but you can give yourself additional buffs as well. It's pretty interesting and really intricate, but it's a pretty technical weapon to use. But once you get it down, you will have no problem understanding the ins and outs, and you'll probably be a very, very, very good player with it as well. Kean says Hammer, Switch Axe, and Insect Glaive. I love Hammer users. I really do. Bryce says Lance, Greatsword, Switch Axe, Hunting Horn, Bow, and Insect Glaive. I'm hoping in that order. It's good to have a variety of weapons you're good with as well, so I feel that. For me, it's actually Lance, Gunlance, Greatsword, Dual Blades, Sword and Shield, Switch Axe, in that order, I believe. Charge Blade coming up in the rear somewhere. Yo, RNI said I used to be a pro Insect Glaive used to Lance stole me away. Yo, Lance is just a powerful thing. I like to say that everyone who kind of watches my videos has probably, I'm not gonna say everyone, but a good portion of people who probably watch my videos have been like, you know what? My man Dak using that Lance a lot. Let me see what that Lance is about. Yo, one man said he used Hunting Horn once and died thrice. Wow, that's a lot. Lance and Gunlance, any advice? Okay, I'm gonna say this. If you... How do I explain? Okay. I made 4 videos explaining, breaking down the Lance in Generations. It was the game before this one. However, all that still applies. The only thing that's not applicable is me not speaking on Valor, because it wasn't in the game at the time. However, everything that I say about the Lance and the... I'm out here throwing stuff away. Okay. Everything I said about the Lance and the Gunlance in that video is still viable. So... you could go back and watch those videos, and you can hear everything, all the advice like every inch of advice I could give to you on those 2 weapon types. And that essentially be all I could fully tell you about the weapon. But it's too much for me to just go over just right now. I mean, I could be here for days. Catch back on the chat. FaZe, I think I'm at 3 carts right now. Okay, now that I got caught up with the chat, I can sit here and say that you guys are pretty varied in your main choices. There seems to be a couple of weapons that I see more often now, but for the most part, pretty varied, which is good. Like I said before, variety is the spice of life, and in Monster Hunter, you need to stay varied so that way you can fight certain monsters in different play styles. Because, okay, sometimes you can force your way. All right, for 11 years. 11 years? How long have I been playing this game? Okay. I'm gonna hit you guys with a pretty obscure reference. In the 3rd generation Pokemon games, there's a Rune Maniac. Rune Maniac named Dusty. He's in the desert area. You need the Goo Goggles to go and see him. He's someone you can actually call up on the phone or whatever and get the value again and again. But he says he's been looking for ruins for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? And he's never really sure exactly how long he's been searching for ruins. I feel the same way when I think about Monster Hunter, how long I've been playing it. So it's like, I've been playing Monster Hunter for 10 years, 9 years, 11 years? Am I to be questioned? It's obscure as hell. No one probably knows, but whatever. Anyway, I've been playing Lance for forever. The very first monster that I ever ran across that absolutely made me swap my weapon type was Glavenus. Dino Valdo, Glavenus, whatever you want to refer to him as. I still prefer him as Dino. But, yeah, he was the first one to make me swap weapons. Like, flat out, I could not fight him with my current weapon type. I had to switch to dual blades. It was also the reason why I started using dual blades a little bit. So, yeah. Alright, Bryce, check it out. So, we're going to be doing a few more hunts. I think 2 more? Wait, this one and then one other one. And then we're going to be rotating players. So if you want to join in, feel free to stream snipe. So as soon as we get done with the third quest, prepare to type in the information at the bottom of the screen and join in. Got to be quick though, because everyone else is trying to do it as well. I think so, Val. Yeah. No, not the red guy. That's a different Rune Maniac. Ruin Maniac. Why do I always say Ruin? Probably Gauntlet Legends ruining my life. Portable Third is your favorite besides this game? Try is my favorite. 3U is a close second because Try servers are dead. Locklax. Actually, what makes me like Try more is Locklax City. Locklax City is probably the best online hub to ever exist ever. Like ever. It is like the best. It is like the Capadonna of like online hubs. I just loved it to freaking bits. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was viable. It was everything I ever wanted, ever. If I can get it. Nope. All right, lost it. Forgot the tokens, but you from the back. Do something silly, perfect. Yo, glory to the Locklax. Glory to Locklax City. Yo, you had the weapon swap on Glavenus too? Yo, he was a slapper. Like, for me, it was a tailspin. I never had enough stamina. Like, I like to block. Blocking is like my favorite thing in the world. And people like Dak, if you use the Adept Lance, if you block perfectly, you don't lose stamina at all. My problem with that was I didn't like Adept Lance. I just did not like Adept Lance. I still think Adept Lance is pretty not Dak-like. It has the counter is cool, but I need this counter. I need my normal counter because I can't Adept mid-combo. I can't Adept Guard mid-combo. I have to Adept Guard before the combo or after the combo. I can't do it mid-combo, and I need that mid-combo counter. Because it doesn't have it, it's completely useless to me. However, I will use Adept for my Gunlance because Gunlance doesn't have a counter at all. I just lose out on like quick reload, which I'm okay with, depending on what type I'm using. If I'm using like, actually, if I'm using Adept Gunlance, I'm probably gonna use normal because I don't quick reload with the normal. I just full burst and just call it a day. Yo, I'm getting bodied. I'm getting pissed at the same time. Oh, online, yo, the online component try is it's worth it. It's the reason, bro. The hub was so good. It was I can't you have to like experienced it, and you can't anymore because I don't know, whatever. It was just so good. I loved it to bits. It was varied. It was expansive. It was cool. It was crazy. Yes. See, before Latin, I even read all your statement. You remembering I didn't like it is correct, even though I already explained as to why I didn't like it. But yeah. You can only fight Rathalos with insect blades because the cheesy clone likes to fly a lot. Hammer for Tigrex and dual blades for drones and other small monsters. I feel that. I do have a problem fighting drone monsters with the lance because their very thin bodies are pretty hard for me to hit, since my weapon doesn't have like horizontal striking attacks. It's all vertical stuff. So anything on a vertical plane I can hit, but when you're thin, it's kind of hard to hit you. Gunlance comes into question here because I can just kind of explode with the slapper and call it a day. Bracky can go stupid fast. A pissed off raging Bracky can like race around the entire arena. It's kind of scary. You know, the reason why I can't play third is because underwater combat is so intrinsic to my Monster Hunter experience that any game that doesn't have it automatically does not make it past try. It doesn't. Like, it just won't do it. I love underwater combat so much that World is the best Monster Hunter game ever built. Okay, it's not my favorite. It's the best. It is the best. It is. But it's not my favorite. Why? No underwater combat. Underwater combat in me is just like breathing oxygen. You need it to survive, and it's like, bro, it's no one has ever said oxygen sucks. Oxygen is the tits, okay? It is fantastic. Shout outs to oxygen, okay? That's underwater combat for me. I need it to be great. If you want a fantastic Monster Hunter game that I will never complain anything about, put underwater combat in it. I'll stand it forever. Well, Portable Third was a great game as well. They deliberately took out the underwater combat and was like, yeah, it's the dry season. I was like, wow, you guys really did that. I was not prepared for such tomfoolery. Oh, letting you mean like the sword and shield trick? Block, then take the item to get the item out without sheathing your weapon? Pretty cool. Yo, the Gen when Gen, okay, guys, when Gen Moran showed up, he was in a, thing is, the events played the same way they do in World, where like the events are actually timed events. Like the event quest will be here today and like gone tomorrow. But when Gen would show up, the whole online hub would change. People who were outside playing would go inside because it was too dangerous because there was a giant sandstorm out. There'd be different NPCs out there. The music would change. The whole environment would change. Different items would go on sale. It was a drastic change. It was real. It was amazing. You know, that is true. Blast is still pretty nut buttery because I believe Blast doesn't play on HP. It plays on percents. That's what I'm willing to say. I feel like it plays on percents. If you have X amount of health, it's going to take off a percentage of that. With that percent being based on 100%. So if the blast does 20% and you only have 20%, you just lost. Or if you only have 10% and it does 20%, you just lost your health and you're dead. So I want to say it takes the percent off of the 100%. So that's how you're able to like lose more and all that stuff. I feel anyway. I'm not sure. I'm probably wrong, but that's what I feel. Son, I got body. All right, enough of Bracky. We're done. We lost twice to Bracky. Next quest. That quest isn't even hard. That quest, like, we've done murder blows. We've done everything else, but I don't know why this Bracky was just giving us so much trouble. I mean, we just did Murder Blows, a much harder monster. Thank you, RDX Gamer, essentially proving my point. Yo, Grandmaster Jaggy, I'm a fan. You know, what I don't want in Iceborne, I'm gonna tell you what I don't want in Iceborne. I don't want generations. Don't put generations in my Iceborne. What do I mean by that? Do not fill Iceborne with flagship after flagship after flagship. It's starting. It is starting. There are 3 flagship monsters in Iceborne right now. Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me. Because if you just keep putting flagship monsters in the game, okay. I understand Monster Hunter is a game about the roster. The roster is the most important thing about Monster Hunter, like, to date. What is this? Is the most important thing to Monster Hunter is the actual monster roster. The thing is, because you have so many monsters within that roster, you have the ability to keep things fresh. What they are doing for the last 3 games is using all the same exact monsters. Generations Ultimate brought every flagship ever to exist ever, and now we had them in 2 full games for the past 3 years. World. First, let me say this, it is a 5th generation game. It has the potential to be vastly superior. It can introduce nothing but new monsters. They've done a lot, they have. I do not want them to regress and put in every single flagship to date because, bro, we already have that game. That game is called Monster Hunter Generations, and its big brother is Generations Ultimate. Do not put in every flagship in your game, please. I implore you. Do not do such a thing. I beseech unto you. Don't. Because it's going to make the game boring. Because if you do it for the 3rd time, everyone's going to expect, oh, we don't care what the roster is. We already know who's going to be in it. We know that these 20 monsters are going to be in the game because they're in every single game now. Okay, don't do that. Don't be like that. Be new. You're a first sequence to a generation. You should have nothing but new monsters. You should lament adding old monsters in your game. I would, if I was a director, I'd have like 15 old monsters and like 70 new monsters. Dead serious. This game has 90 some odd monsters in it. I would put 90 monsters in Iceborne, or excuse me, Monster Hunter World, and only 20 of them be old. The rest be brand new monsters. That's how I feel like it should be. I'm just tired of them adding. To be honest, Urigan is my favorite monster of all time. I don't want Urigan to make an appearance in the next Monster Hunter game. I don't. Because it gets to the point to where you're no longer excited. If you know what you're gonna get for Christmas, you're not all that excited. You know what I mean? You're not. You know it's coming. Like if your mom got you a PlayStation 4, you know it's happening, and you're like a whole month away from Christmas, right? And she tells you, I got you a PlayStation 4 for Christmas. Well, shit, you got a PlayStation 4. You know it's there. I mean, you're probably still excited because it's a PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? It's cool. But the true excitement comes from reacting to something new and reacting to something awesome. Those 2 reactions at the same time is the best reaction. Like when I first saw Daemon X Machina, I was freaking blown the F away. Why? It was new and something unexpected. I did not think to them to make another game in that particular fashion, let alone on the Nintendo Switch, let alone by people who made the games that I love, Armored Core. I was absolutely floored. Now, I can't say the same thing to listen, if they announced an ogre, I wouldn't even bat an eyelash. There wouldn't be a single molecule in my body that would be like, wow, excitement. It's expected now. It's now expected to see everyone all the time. Don't do that. That's my opinion. It's a very like weird opinion. Not a lot of people agree with my opinions. My top 5, my top 10 videos are hugely debatable, but I don't want them to continuously like swamp the game with all the same monsters. Okay, don't do that. Like skip a generation or two. You know. A new weapon type. I feel like, okay, at least one new weapon type for each generation. I'm down for that. It's the 5th generation. I feel like we should have a new weapon. We've had the same one since the 4th gen. We implemented a new weapon type in the 3rd gen, which is the switch axe, and the medium bow gun, but we completely retracted the medium bow gun literally within a game. Bro, within the same generation, no less. Like, it made an appearance in Try and like never again, but 4U saw the Charge Blade and Insect Blade. 5th gen could see, I don't know, something else. I'd be down. But you guys are totally right. It's a fan thing. You have to appease the fans if the fans are unhappy. And it's all about fan favorites. I'm saying this from the perspective of being an old fan. I'm an old fan. I'm old as dust, okay? The reason why I don't want to continuously see all the new, not all the new, but all the old flagships, because, dude, I've been fighting these guys forever, okay? Some people probably came into 4U, and they've only had 2 generations to go to. You had 4U generations, I guess, and then, like, World. You coming into 4U and being right now in World is the equivalent of me being in Try, okay? I've been playing the game for that span, actually longer. Because, yo, back in the day, you had to wait like 3 years for a new upgrade or whatever, but I'm already tired. Most people aren't tired yet. They may very well become as tired as I am as years go by, but just keep things fresh. Don't keep adding the same monsters over and over again. That's all I'm trying to say here. You know what? I'm down for gauntlets. Distinguish them from the tonfas, and then I'm totally down. You're right, Monarch. Here's the problem, though. When it comes to Monster Hunter, you need to have balance, okay? I understand this monster, they're, like, highly like, you don't really remember these guys. Like, Gyros and Paul and, who's the other guy you said? CC, yeah. See, I don't even freaking remember. But those monsters need to be there. Those monsters aren't there for the sake of being fresh and new and, well, not fresh and new, but yeah, kinda. But they're there to help players come into their own while going under different type of scenarios, okay? Paul is probably one of the first monsters you fight that have flight, so you have to learn how to fight against a flying type monster. CC has very annoying abilities. Gyros fights in packs, so these are things you have to learn, like, as a hunter. I know how to fight in packs. I know how to fight flying monsters. I know how to fight such and such, you know? So those monsters are there to teach players how to play the game. However, I still feel like we should have more monsters within that category of monster, and monsters within the category that flagships tend to find themselves in. Monsters along the lines of like Ignactor, Urigan, Duramboros. Give me some other ones. Give me a second. Other monsters that are roughly like tier 3 monsters that aren't flagships. What are some tier 3 monsters that are in 4th generation? Celtis Queen. Help me out here. Tier 3 monsters that aren't flagships in the 4th generation. That are, rather. Tier 3 monsters in 4th generation that aren't flagships. I'm drawing a massive blank. Whatever, but like monsters that have like the same fighting power as a flagship, but not the flagship. Nercella. Not Gobi. Gobi is tier 2. Giganox is tier 2. Giganox is tier 2. Ketchawatcha is tier 2. Narahala, I think, is tier 3. Or it might be tier 2, but I still want Narahala. Ludroth is tier 2. But Ludroth is dope. Ludroth is dope. Okay, you know what? Let me explain to you guys really quick what I mean by tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4, okay? There are 4 tiers of Monster Hunter. This is old hat. Old guys talk about this. Tier 1 monsters, Great Jaggy, and yeah, like Great Jaggy and another really like lesser monsters. Tier 2, monsters like Royal Ludroth, Raytheon, Barith, Giganox, Kezu. Monsters in world would be Paul, Gyros, give me a second. Dodo Gamma. Those are tier 2. Tier 3, flagship monsters. Automatically. All your flagship monsters fit in tier 3. Other monsters who aren't flagships but are on par with their power, Urigan, Ignactor, Gravios, Nercella, monsters are along that category. Tier 4, Elder Dragons. Flat out. That's what the tiers are. Kezu is tier 2. Sergios is a flagship for 4, but he's definitely a tier 3. Okay, Nergigante is a tier 4 as an elder. I mean, Kush is also a flagship, who's also an elder, but you know. Gormagala would be a tier 3, yes. Shogun Centaur would be a tier 3. Tier 2. A good indicator, I'm gonna show you guys a great indicator, actually, a fantastic indicator, a good margin to look at, is when you go to make armor. Okay, let's actually, nah, it's gonna take too long. Too many variables. Okay, let's look at my armors. Alright, so you have rare 1, rare 2, and then rare 3 things, right? So, tier 1 and tier 2, in terms of armor pieces, is kind of interchangeable because, for the most part, monster armor is rare 2. But there's a clear difference between Bullfango and Barith. Not in the same category. So peons, like drones and whatnot, are tier 1. So that would be like Bull Drone and, like, whatever. Centaur, unfortunately, is the tier 2. Tier 3 will be Astalos. Okay, do I not have that many tier 3 armor sets? I don't. But yeah, along those lines. It would be essentially like that. Now, tier 5, 6, and 7, I mean, rarity 5, 6, and 7, they still follow under the same tier 2 and 3 category. Tier 1, 2, and 3 category. 5 is 2, 6 is 3, 7 is 4. G rank, it's 8, 9, and 10. Now, what makes them slightly different in these categories, like monsters who have subspecies. Subspecies are usually, like, a good example is Urigan armor is rare 8, but still Urigan armor is rare 9. Because of the same monster, it's just a subspecies, they would be combined together as a tier 3 monster as opposed to being separate. It's kind of confusing, I know it is, but it's old. It's what old people old hunters use, what old players and whatnot deal with. It's what I kind of deal with. So I don't want to like put a lot of like think onto it. Don't freak out. I don't want to get you guys all freaked out on like stuff that doesn't really matter. The only person who actually used it is me. So don't worry about tiers, okay? Just don't worry about it. Okay, so enough of that. Duran will be a tier 3. Okay, tier 3s are flagship monsters. 9 times out of 10 it's a flagship monster. The only flagship monsters that aren't tier 3s is Kush and Nergigante, who are Elder Dragons, who are tier 4s. Tier 3 monsters are monsters that you usually, okay, when you play in the story, you'll find the flagship monster, and then you'll find monsters within that same like hunting category they will be tier 3 monsters. Durambros is a tier 3 monster. Ignactor is a tier 3 monster. Jurigan is a tier 3 monster. Gravios is a tier 3 monster. I'm actually gonna find a whole monster. Let me find a list of monsters, and I'll just word off tier 3 monsters. So let's go to Generations Ultimate. I have the entire monsters category here with me. Nursailor is a tier 3. Raytheon is a tier 3. It varies. Raytheon varies, if I'm not mistaken. It used to anyway. No, Raytheon is tier 2. Raytheon is still tier 2. Okay. Raytheon is still a tier 2 monster. Lavasoth is a tier 3 monster. Yangaruga is a tier 3 monster. Barioth is a tier 3 monster. Sergios, Tigrex, Gravios, Diablos, Brachytos, Rajang, Devil Joe. Those are tier 3 monsters. Those guys. There's more, obviously, but for the most part, those guys are also tier 3 monsters. Yo, old people. I meant to say old people hunters, but I just cut it off at hunt. Oh, this is... What quest is this? This is a silver one? Okay, 2 of them. Alright, nice. Monobos will also be tier 3. Yes. Like, it sounds complicated. I promise you guys it sounds complicated, but it's really not. It's not a super complicated process. It's pretty easy to understand once you come to grips with what it is. Just know that monsters that are just tough, monster you nice dunk, but monsters you would generally fight as like end game-ish are tier 3s, and elder dragons are tier 4. They just group all elder dragons in the tier 4 category because they're elders. They need to be separate, of course. Tier 2 is monsters you would probably fight coming up. You know what I mean? Tier 1s is like the stuff that you start off with. That's essentially how it goes. You know, that's a good question. I'm not sure if the roar still sounds the same, because when I play Monster Hunter, I don't play with sounds. I play with absolutely no sounds at all. I don't like playing with sounds. Damn, ran out of... I didn't eat. Look at me, I'm a god. You know, Rathalos' Roaring World is definitely very different. Not close to what it used to be. And a lot of people feel the effects of that, I myself included. I've gotten used to the way that the Rathalos roar, that hearing his roar now is so weird. It's super, super weird. I will also agree that Great Macau is probably one of the worst tier 1 monsters to fight for training. Definitely. I still feel the best tier 1 monster to ever exist, Great Jaggy. Great Jaggy is the greatest tier 1 monster ever. Why? Not hard. Just enough to get your rocks off. You know what I mean? Just enough to get your rocks off. Once you become adept, you will go and fight him and you think to yourself, hey, I kind of get it. You know what I mean? He's a monster that's not tough, but just enough. You know? Not tough, but just enough. I feel like he's the best tier 1 monster to ever be created ever. However, I still feel like we should move on from the bird, wyvern, raptor type monsters to different body styles, and fight them as other tier 1 monsters. Arzuros is a good example of this, actually. As a good tier 1 monster to fight to get your rocks off. But we should have more monsters to fight like that. getting blown up today. Usually my phone is exceedingly dry. Yo, what's up, Ezo? How's it going, yo? Ooh, there is funny you ask. I'm actually gonna make a video about Nargacuga very soon, and the evolution of Nargacuga, and I'm excluding Silverwind Nargacuga on purpose. Now, why? He's a Deviant. Deviants don't matter. I'm gonna make a Deviant video about Nargacuga later on anyway. But I would absolutely prefer Lucid Nargacuga to Silverwind Nargacuga, for sure. Hands down, bar none. It's the one I want. It's the one I like because I kind of feel like, all things considered, Lucid Nargacuga is the Nargacuga. When I think Nargacuga, Panthery, like sliding off in the shadows, slinking, hunting prey. What more godlike way to do such thing than to be actually invisible? Godlike. So give me Lucid Narg over regular Smegular and also Silver. Lucid Narg with Silverwind's AI would be great. Simply because I feel like Lucid Narg would have Silverwind's AI or something akin to it now. But the 4th generation is one thing. One thing I will say about the 4th generation, they upgraded a lot of monster AI. Where in which Tri was still kind of working on, like, it was upgraded AI from the 2nd gen, but all they did was like round the edges off of the 2nd gen. But for you, they revamped a lot of the AI. Like revamped as opposed to just smoothing edges off. But yeah, I've absolutely felt that Lucid Narg was like the Nargacuga. Like when I fought Lucid Narg, I was like, bro, this is what Nargacuga was actually supposed to be. You know, in my opinion. How long am I planning on streaming? What time is it actually? It's 6:30. How long have we been streaming? How long? YouTube gaming, y'all need to fix your stuff, bro. How long have we been streaming? Hold on, I can check this. We've been streaming for just over 2 hours now. Just over 2 hours. How much longer? About another hour. Oh, Chris, that was you with the pierce shot dunk? Rather, I said junk. That was dope, bro. I was excited for sure. Okay, what lance would I recommend in Gen? Actually, I made a video. Made a video of all my recommended lances in Gen, actually. It wasn't a video of them, but actually I think it was. Or in that video, I also had my recommended lances. Whoop, that was loud. Yeah, okay, check it. So in this video, oh, where are we at? Here we go. Can I do this? Yes. Okay, I can post links. All right, dope. In that video, I actually give my top lances in every single element. Every element, every status, all my favorite lances in all of those. It's close to the end of the video though. So once you get to the end of the video, like the last, I guess like 5 or 6 minutes, I go over all those lances. For the most part, those same lances carry over to Generations Ultimate as well, because they essentially all are still pretty good. There's a few that like lost their luster, like they were gimmicky in a sense, and that gimmick is lost come Generation Ultimate, but for the most part those weapons are still pretty valid. Barrioth going to World. I was gonna make a video about it, but I was slow on the upkeep. But my feelings on Barrioth coming to World is I'm ecstatic. I love Barrioth. One of my favorite 3rd generation monsters, period. I'm super curious to how they actually work in the world. Like, the things I loved about Barrioth, are they going to run those same things back for me? I don't know, but hopefully they do. Excuse me. Honestly, yeah, I'm with my man Val right there. They had an update called Iceborne. If they didn't bring back an ice monster, like as someone as godlike as Barrioth, like when they showed that new Piscine Wyvern and he's essentially Zamtros without the getting real fat, I'm like, yo, they took Zamtros out. We have the cat skeleton. Bring my man Barrioth, okay? Bring Barrioth. If they weren't gonna bring Barrioth, I was gonna disown the whole company. Oh my god, dude, you're right. I didn't think about it till just now, but Yukon-Los is actually possible. Yukon-Los and Tigrex share the same body, the same skeleton. Just his is a bit more biggish and slower and sluggish or whatever. But with the inclusion of Tigrex, I want to say they took the approach more closely akin to that of Nargacuga. However, with the pseudo-wyvern skeleton actually being a thing, Yukon-Los and a Cantor can actually exist. That's not to say that they already do, but it's plausible. Damn, I didn't think about it till just now. It's actually plausible. Holy smacks, I didn't think about it just now. Yeah, endgame monsters and master rank for sure. Or I don't know why they changed master rank. Well, changed G rank to master rank. It's so dumb. I'm probably gonna end up calling it G rank for a good while. However, I'm probably eventually gonna swap over to master rank because the text will be everywhere, and I have no choice but to call it that. But yeah, G rank, master rank, whatever. Excuse me. Sorry, Daedalus, didn't mean to hit you there. Yo, Val, what is our Vanilla Ice? Yeah. If Yukon-Los comes through and fights Vanilla Ice, that's what we're calling him. Okay, guys, this is no secret. If you followed your man for any measure of time, I say monsters' names wrong. Okay, I do it, and I don't feel bad about it. Sometimes I say the names wrong because I'm illiterate. Sometimes I just give monsters wholly new nicknames that are unique to me and me alone. Actually, there's some nicknames that aren't unique to me. Shaggy Maggie is my creation. I said Shaggy Maggie first. You're welcome, okay? Now, this new monster, I obviously cannot pronounce his name. Okay, when I give a monster nickname, it really depends on if I glance at the name and can't immediately say it, like because I have to actually think about how to pronounce it because they put particular, vowels and consonants next to each other that just doesn't necessarily make a whole lot of sense to me. Probably has an origination in like German or like Latin or whatever. I automatically give it a nickname, automatically. So with this new Elder Dragon, the new icy Elder Dragon, his new nickname is Vanilla Ice. So there you go. Congratulations. I didn't necessarily give Nargacuga a nickname. I just said his name weird. I said Nargacuga. Nargacuga was what I used to call it. I just said his name weird because I was illiterate. Oh, no. I'm not taking all the credit. Vanilla Ice is absolutely not my creation. Vanilla Ice is not my creation. It was said in my Discord, and I was like, yo, that's the name. I think Val did it. Val, did you make that name? Or was it Gobi or something? All I know is that goat butter also isn't my full creation. I was actually calling him butter goat. But then my homie Nachos said just swap it. And now he's goat butter. Like Anjanath from World, that's Andrew. Like Paul Lumohu or whatever in World, that's Paul. Just Paul. You know, I gotta give him names. Bro, that's a tough question. The better of all the bear monsters. I'm gonna say Lagambi. They gave him a deviant. I mean, Red Helm is also a deviant, but he's also like the same exact monster. Masa gave him the name Snoz Joe, which is also like the funniest name ever invented ever. I love that name, Snoz Joe. But Andrew is, I mean, this is Andrew. Like Melphistio, I think that's the name. He's just bird. He is just bird. There's a whole lot of obscenities in front of that word, bird, but for the most part, due to YouTube not liking explicit language, we're just going to call him bird. He's just bird to me. And okay, another example. The end game Elder Dragon, not even Elder Dragon, the end game monster for Generation Ultimate. I still cannot pronounce his freaking name. He is a mantis, but I circumvented just calling him Mantis because that was too easy, and instead I named him Bobby Digital because that's the name of an album in which a song that the word Mantis is used in was from. So I just named him the name of the album, Bobby Digital. Psycho Mantis. I forgot it is female, I think. I don't know. Oh, speaking of male and female, in my eyes, there are no male or female monsters. They're all monsters. I don't care. I will purposefully call Raytheon a he and just be like, yo, suck it up. Like, there's certain monsters that people just think are female and they just refer to it as she. I'm like, look, unless they say it is, it's not. Even if they do say it is, I'm still calling it he. I'm weird like that. It's things like that that I do to get on people's people's nerves. See, Val, that's the kind of weird stuff I'm talking about. That's how I make names. That's how Bobby Digital came to be. Seth Rogen voiced the Mantis in Kung Fu Panda, so he named it Rogen. Bobby Digital is the name of an album that a song called Mantis is on. So I named the freaking thing Bobby Digital. It's ridiculous. What is the most aggy thing? I'm guessing aggravating thing that teammates can do while hunting? I'm a lance user. It's getting trips. Anyone hitting me ever, because I don't move fast. I don't move fast. I have very low mobility. So anytime someone selects a monster and we have to fight said monster, and that monster is a smaller monster, and that monster falls over, even if I'm the first person on the scene once the monster falls over, I'm still the one who's gonna get slapped upside the head. And it's a huge annoyance. However, World circumvented that with the addition to just one thing. That one thing being Brace, which is one level of Brace allows me to fight unmolested. You know what? I feel okay. The only monsters that I will absolutely and not okay. I call monsters he's all day, but the only ones that I will probably call a she definitely or whatever is if it's like explicitly stated as such. I mean, like if it Raytheon is the female counterpart of Rathalos. They get together, they have babies, and have tiny other Raytheon Rathalos. You know, Lunastra and Teostra. I mean, like yeah, but people were referring to Mitsune as she, and I was like, you can eat both of my sacks. Why? Because that didn't make sense to me. Or Gameth. I still don't feel Gameth is like just she, because if Gameth is a she, then who is Gameth breeding with? Who is Gameth breeding with? Okay, I want to know that question. I want to know the answer to that question. Who is Gameth breeding with? If Gameth is explicitly female, how are there more than one Gameth? And don't say Popo, because Gameth is freaking massive, and Popo was tiny. Now, Elder Frost Gameth, Frost Peak Gameth being female, sure. Why? That's a Deviant. Deviants have completely different stories. Fine. Okay with that. Not tripping. But Gameth as a whole, negative Ghost Rider. I mean, I know that's not how Deviants work, but if they were to say that, I'd say sure. You have to make a subclass for it. You know what I mean? However, I mean, Crystal Beard is literally just a horny Urigan. Okay, like I don't know what else to say. That's what he is. Crystal Beard is a Urigan mating season who's using the crystals or the shiny rocks, melding them to his chin and his tail to acquire a mate. That's Crystal Beard. That's the lore. That's facts. Black Diablos is definitely just the Diablos in Heat. Definitely, that's what they say. That's what it is. And I'll still refer to Black Diablos as a he because I mean, that's an accident. That's me accidentally just like getting it mixed up every now and then, simply because it's still Diablos at the end of the day. I know that it is a she because of the black coloring, but like at its core, it's still Diablos to me, and I'll probably still mess up and just call it it's Diablos, whatever. Now, Yukonless is also one of my favorite monsters, too. Probably, where did I put Yukonless in my top 10? Let's do like number 3. I'd say number 3 or so, yeah. Feels like number 3. Number 2 is probably Diablos. Number 1 is Urigan. Oh, okay, alright, so check it out. There's Uncle, and there's Auntie. Yukonless, a Cantor, Uncle, Aunt. I coined that phrase, it's mine, I love it. But I prefer Yukonless, Uncle, over Uncle and Auntie. Wait, so Nercel is a she? I guess? I don't know. Ah, I didn't bring any no berries. Piss it. So the roar's not that nice. Okay. Good to know. I mean, if it's non-specified, then it's essentially like a Giganox to me. It's a thing. It's an it. But if it's not specified, I'm still referring to it as he. I mean, just because it's a spider doesn't mean it's a she. Let's be real here. Even though, in like 99.9% of all fantasy, spiders are depicted as female. Crazy stuff. I think I can literally only count one spider in fantasy that's male, and that's the spider from 5 Goes West. I kid you freaking not. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. In every single fantasy where there's a spider that I know of, that I know of in this head, tiny pool, but every single one of them has been female except the spider in Five Will Goes West, the movie. The American Tail Five Will Goes West. It's the only one. I want a Giganox Deviant. I wanted a Giganox Deviant. I wanted a Giganox Deviant. I also want a I want a Barrett Deviant. I want a Gravios Deviant. Who was the other one that I wanted? Zamtress is tier 3, by the way, and I wanted a Zamtress Deviant. It would make sense for an Elder Dragon to be a Deviant, but since we've yet to have a single Elder Dragon Deviant, or I'm going to sit here and say that it's not a thing. My man Daedalus met his fate. See, the Billy and Manny, I never really watched Billy and Manny because, like, that show grossed me out. I just found it, like, creepy and gross. And kind of disgusting. Wait, they announced a port for the Wii U for 4U? I mean, it was something that everyone speculated. By the way, how's it going, bro? Welcome to the stream. But we could talk about that. I never know that they actually announced they said they were gonna have a port for 4U. I heard the reason why there was no port for 4U to the Wii U was because they exclusively sat down and said, let's make the best 3DS Monster Hunter we can. And that's when 4U came out. Like, they had a goal in mind. They wanted to keep it exclusive to 3DS. For Generations Ultimate, it was a localization. No, it wasn't a localization. It was, the 3DS was old. 3DS is old. The 3DS is old. They didn't want to, I mean, it's super easy for them to localize the 3DS version, but if they had to localize at least one, they were just gonna make it one, and they were just, well, if they were gonna localize it at all, they wanted to make it one version, so one SKU, one version, only have to deal with what's leading in the game today, being the Nintendo Switch. I know it costs them like nothing to do, essentially so. Like, you think a port would cost like nothing to do, but like having to manage a SKU for a dying system is something they didn't necessarily want to actually have to go up against. I totally understand why they did it, but it's a bit of a bummer nevertheless, all things considered. Not a problem, Chris. Not a problem whatsoever. Actually, let's do one more. Let's do one. Okay, not one more question. Let's do one more rotation, and then we're gonna call it finish. A fin, if you will. So one more rotation. Let's get 3 more hundreds in here, and then we're gonna call it good. You're absolutely right, Monarch. You're absolutely right. You're 143% right. But they just sent it out like in one fell swoop. They undermine the whole Deviant thing by actually having a Deviant that's not a Deviant. You know, that's so silly. Well, all games you played on Nintendo Switch? I wouldn't say. It really depends on what the developers want to actually come across. Oh, I ain't forgot about the goal. I actually already pulled the video up. I got the video on tap, bro. Don't. Yo, I already got the video. Yo, check it. Let me show y'all. Hold on, I have to switch. I'll switch scenes. It's different since it's YouTube. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if this works then. No, that's just me. Wait. Okay, it's gonna show this screen. Okay, I have to make a different thing. I usually, when I show my PC, it's this screen over here, not the screen over here. Let me show you really quickly. It's gonna be me really big. Oh my god, it's me. But bum, we got the summons, ya boy. Okay, so wait, I was in the way. You probably couldn't see it, but it's a thing. Let me go back to the game though. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, fellas, it's been real. It's been very real. That was the request, was it? Yes. So let's get a new group in here. So I hate to say it, but you guys gotta go. All right, Val. I'll see you later, bro. Take it easy, homie. Ezu, you'd like a shout out in the next video? Okay, give me something to say, and I'll weave it in there. When I give people shout outs, I usually give them a shout out if they remind me of a thing, or if they give me an idea to do a thing. So if you were to give me an idea or remind me to do a thing, I'll give you a shout out. Think of it like that. So this stream right here is actually dedicated to one person. He asked, Dak, why don't you stream on YouTube? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go find that comment. I'm gonna give my man his just desserts. David Wolf. Wow, his last name is Magic, but he says, "Man, I love your videos. When are you going to play again with us? Us subscribers, I meant." And I told him, "Yo, let me get a day in my schedule, and I'll stream for you." And said that would be awesome. He said that a week ago, and today here I am with this stream. But his name is David, as far as I'm concerned. So big shout out. This whole stream is dedicated to him. The whole stream. What is the best lance or gunlance to grind for? If you're gonna play Generations Ultimate, the best lance to actually... I'm gonna give you a lance that you'll grind for, that you might learn to appreciate. Okay, it's called the Lancer. That's correct. This lance is called the Lancer. It is probably one of my most treasured lances because it's so godlike in appearance. Where is it? This one. Not very splendiferous on the attacks and everything. It only has 270 maxed out, but it comes with natural purple sharpness. But it's called the Lancer. You'll appreciate it more. It is a part of a quest line that you have to kind of go through the village. But it's a pretty solid lance. It's a solid lance. It has lots of dragon element. It's pretty solid, all things considered, once you actually consider all the multipliers and everything and whatever. But the best lance, actually, the best weapons in the game belong to Bobby Digital, i.e. the Mantis. But I would recommend this lance. Alastron is always a good substitute. My personal favorite is... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, page 1. Dude, where is it? Dragon's Howl. This is the Nibblesnarf lance. This is my personal favorite lance in this game. Boom. I love this lance to absolute death. You'll have a newfound respect or hatred for Nibblesnarf, probably the hatred. But I prefer this lance to like many other lances in this game. It's very solid stats all around, real good stuff. My noob ninja friend. Are you rock dual blades? Okay, shout outs, bro. Yeah, base. We're actually, me and Nachos, we were talking about it. Like, once we end this stream, I have nothing else going on in my life. We'll probably play some of that. I was gonna do a video, but I'll do the video tomorrow. All right, so anybody else want to come on in? We have room for literally 3 other people. So if 3 other people want to come and get in, feel free to join in. If 3 new people don't come in, old people can come in. We can still get the hunts in, and we'll move from there. Anyone can join the room. The information is at the bottom of the screen. It's free to any and all. It doesn't matter your HR, your skill level, nothing. If you want to hunt, come and hunt. Oh, but a Gunlance. Yeah, you asked about a Gunlance too. Okay, those are my Lance recommendations. The Nimblesnarf Lance, you'd fight for. Again, you'd have newfound respect or hatred for the Nimblesnarf, but I feel like Nimblesnarf is a difficult monster to fight and just annoying enough to make you appreciate using this weapon. It's still one of the best lances out there. Facts, okay? Now, for gun lances, there's a gun lance I'm using right now that I recommend a lot. Where is it? The Legiacris Gunlance, the Rajang Gunlance. Wait, the Furious Rajang Gunlance. There's a difference. The Furious Rajang Gunlance, what's it called? It's called the Demon Lord. It starts here. I haven't upgraded it yet all the way, but this is a very good Gunlance as well. Demon Lord Gunlance. You can tell because it's a wide shot Gunlance, okay? One more. Actually, I'm a huge fan of this one as well. The Dino Valdo, the Glavenus Gunlance. Very nice. I'm privy to wide shot type gun lances, but if you want a very, very good normal shot gun lance to actually use, I recommend the Granola Bar is what I call them. Someone, yo, who's Granola Bar? Type out Granola Bar's real name. Granola Bar. I recommend Granola Bar's gun lance. The squid thing. Nakatos. Whatever, that one. Narcarcos, thank you. See, yeah. Nacarcos, yes, him. I recommend his gun lance as well. Yo, old Mario, hi. Cuttlefish. Yeah, he's not a squid, he's a cuttlefish. It's the difference. Hellblade G5. Someone in my server wants to actually do this quest. Hellblade G5. I've actually not fought Hellblade G5 yet. This is gonna be fun. I'm wearing the lance I would love to fight him with as well. My biggest problem with Hellblade is the double tail spin. It always throws me off and always completely depletes my stamina. I'm not a fan of that at all whatsoever. Not a little bit, Sam, I am. You know what's funny? I call Nacarcos Granola Bar simply because when I first saw him in X, I played X or Cross. I played Cross first. Not Generations, Cross. I had the Japanese joint. I played that first, and because it was low res and everything on the 3DS, his bones look like granola. Like granola. Like if you've seen like a handful of granola, look like granola to me. So I called him Granola Bar. And also because his Japanese name was ridiculous. So I just called him Granola Bar. There's also Milkman. See, there's Granola Bar armor, and then there's Milkman armor. I don't even know why, but I named the Astral armor Milkman armor. Don't ask questions. I don't have the answers. I don't. It just is what it is. I just use his Japanese romanicized name, Dino Valdo, or just Dino. I still refer to him as Dino. Let's wait for a fourth real quick, and then we'll go from there. Oh, we got, yo, shout out to Gobi. Oh, that lance too, the laggy lance is also a very good lance. It's a lance that I love. It's not super great, like it's not like immaculate. It was super good in Gen, but you know, like after a while, I'm not saying it got bad. It didn't get like the purple that I wanted to get. Not gonna lie, when I think of Dino Valdo and I hear Valdo, I think of Valdo. I think of Valdo. You know, he be like yo, he was moonwalking before Michael Jackson, cause that game takes place in like the 1300s. So like he be sliding and walking and just like moving and grooving and be doing weird promiscuous things and whatnot. But that's my man's right there. I mean, that's not my man's. That's man's right there. You know what's funny? I don't care about resistances at all. I absolutely do not care about resistances. Everything can be negative 50 and I'll still fight every monster with it. I don't care. Stop tail slam me, G's. For me, it's tail spins. Tail slams I can get over, but tail spins is the power. You know, I've not even seen what the armor looks like in G rank. Not even when I was playing Double Cross. I never looked. I think it's because I made the armor in Gen and tried my best to make it viable, and I kind of made it viable, but it was a huge stretch. And because of it, I just never went to like mess with it, you know, even in G rank. So I've never even seen what the armor looks like in G rank. Dead serious. Valdo's moveset is super unique, but he is mad suspect, yo. Yo, he be walking, he be like, yo, what's up? He walk up, yo, what killed me as a kid, as a youth, as a child, he had the bandages on his body and everything, right? So he would have the bandages, and every now and then there'd be like a piece of a bandage flapping off or whatever, but they did the, oh wait, let me ready up. But on his belt, his, you know, belts sit here, right? I'm wearing a belt right now. On his belt, he had the extra on the belt. He had the extra hanging out. So the extra was just hanging out. So, and he's just moseying along the people with the extra of his belt hanging out. I'm like, bro, you gotta fasten that, bro. You can't just be having that out. Yo, there's children watching. Like, yo, chill out. He was always suspect to me. Then when you swap to his other color scheme, he had this huge freaking cup on his crotch. It was had like horns or something on it. Valdo was always suspect to me. He was always 400% suspect. My man was, yo, hide the kids. Close their eyes. Dang, I thought I had Lander. Lander is like my favorite feline skill. If you ever ask me, Dad, you like Moxie? I'm gonna say nah. I say I like Lander. Feline Lander. That is my slap right there. I get my rocks off the feline Lander. Yo, son, that's power right there. I don't like that. That was a lot of power right there. See, that's why I hate this monster. He does something, I lose all my stamina. I block one thing, there's all my stamina. He's actually the reason why I love Absolute Evasion. Now I'm thinking about it. I use Absolute Evasion on absolutely everything. Haha. Because of him. Whew, that was cutting kind of close. I don't know why. Yeah. Remember to drink the cool drink, Stack. Don't want to be on fire and also like dying from like fatigue at the same time. Yo, I remember grinding this monster to absolute freaking tears and not being successful back in Cross. Like, there was this huge language barrier. There were no players who would play with me because I was English, while I was American. Because the Japanese, nothing against the Japanese, but if you're not Japanese, they don't want nothing to do with you, bro. So there was that, like, getting in the way, and the fact that I was always dying to this monster, but I knew that he had the best armor in the game because he had hard polish. Hard polish at the time. At the time was super godlike. At the time, it was super godlike. So I don't know. I just have PTSD with this monster. I don't like him at all. Sam, I am. I'm also curious. I think that I won't have as much struggle with. Actually, no, I won't have as much struggle with him because of the way they revamped the guard skill. If I'm fighting Valdo, I'm having guard 5. So that way, my stamina depletion is minus 50%. This guard always kind of had a bit of constitution in it, but I kind of feel like in Generations Ultimate, in World, they fully encompass guard and constitution together. The old constitution. where if you were to block an attack, it wouldn't be that much stamina depleted. So now with that, my only real problem with him was the stamina. I will now be able to block everything and be okay with it. I do need to get this, excuse me, I need to get this enraged guard off. Wow! Didn't hit me there, you say. Okay, well, whatever. Tigrex actually on my least favorite monster of all time list. Definitely on my least favorite monster of all time list. For sure. For sure. See, my thing is, yes, there's a language barrier, but Monster Hunter is a game where, at the end of the day, if you know how to press that button, that X button, that Y, X and A, if you know how to press those two buttons, you essentially can still play and kind of know what's going on. I use full sets the entire time when I played because I didn't want to like pretend to know how to mix a set in Japanese, so I just ran full sets. But I used a bit of Google to help a brother out when it came to figuring out exactly what needed to be done to make a certain set, if need be. I would tell Tigrex to go home. I'd get Tigrex to leave. Tigrex would leave. Narg would leave. Narg would leave. I hate Tigrex, yes, but I feel like Narg is. I'm making a video where I talk about Narg objectively and subjectively at the same time. I don't like Narg as much as I don't hate Narg, but I feel like Narg is useless. Narg in this game is absolutely useless. Narg, okay, I'm gonna give it to you guys briefly. Nargacuga is a monster whose whole purpose was to have swift single striking attacks. With swift single striking attacks comes short active frames. If you guys don't know what an active frame is, it's the entire time in which the monster attack can actually hit you. So, for example, let's say a monster's active frames are 13 frames. It's pretty significant when I think about it. But it means that if any point in time between those 13 frames you come in contact with that monster's attack, you will get hit. That's all it really means. Now, Nargacuga has very, very short active frames, meaning he'll throw an attack out and you can literally dodge roll through it and not be affected by it. You will survive the attack. Actually, yeah, you'll survive the attack because you won't even get hit with it. So what I'm trying to say is you don't even need additional abilities like evasion to not be affected by Nargacuga. Now, if you were to have evasion, any measure of evasion, or in this case, evade window in Monster Hunter World's case, Nargacuga will be absolutely obsolete. I like to assume that evade window 5 max out will make Nargacuga an absolute freaking joke. There would be no actual reason to fight him and to get any real degree of challenge from him because he's just all of his attacks can be evaded without the use of evasion easily. The iframes you get on just your regular dodges are more than enough to go through what Nargacuga can actually give out. Other monsters, not so much. Most monsters, they're a lot more active than what your dodge frames are. So, Narg is useless, so get rid of Narg. That's my opinion. Yo, I remember the English patch on Double Cross 3DS, but I don't know. I didn't like playing Monster Hunter 3DS that much. Damn, I didn't know there was a mod for crossplay. That's actually dope. Wait, so Chris, that's how you were able to play with us? You were able to play with us because you modded your 3DS? Seriously? That's God tier. Damn, that is god tier. That is some exceedingly dope stuff. Bro, hands off. Round of applause. Holy smack, bro. That is beyond dope. I am floored. I am baffled. Damn, that's how you do it. My man modded crossplay. Not only did he have the English patch, but he has crossplay. That is fire. Ooh, easy. Mitsune and Dinovaldo. Those two can go today. Am I on fire? No, okay. Well, I am, but I thought it was like on fire and dying. Let's fix this actually. Avast me hearties. We are turned up. Hell is off with the... Yeah, I do like the remix to Narg's theme. Pretty nice. My friend Val, who left earlier, he's the one who actually showed me what it sounded like. Really cool. Yo, it was a pain. I took my Japanese 3DS. It's actually a new 3DS, not the XL, just the regular new 3DS, because I wanted to have the interchangeable plates, because at the time the plates they weren't coming to America, so I started importing some of those plates and stuff too, because I thought it was kind of cool. Anyway, yo, word? Oh, okay, damn, so we're in here for the long haul. Oh wait, yeah, here's steak. Whew. But I also modded my Japanese 3DS as well, simply because at the time the capture card mod inside of it was messing up. So I learned of another way to actually record your footage by modding it and using your router somehow, some kind of magic fairy dust or whatever. Before I was able to actually do that particular mod, it started working again. So I was like, okay, well that's a thing, that's cool. But essentially, all I use my modded 3DS for now is wallpapers. I'm in love with wallpapers. I have so many different wallpapers. It's my new favorite thing to have wallpapers on my modded 3DS. My current one is a World Ends With You theme. It's really cool. Can I show a hammer worth grinding for? I'll do my best. I'm not a hammer main whatsoever. Someone else has to actually point that out for you. I know next to nothing about the hammer. Oh, thank goodness he short shot that, because he always long shots it, and I'm always stuck within like the side of my neck. It's such a bother. Of course, fighting this guy in stamina is always like my bane. There's always a stamina problem when I fight this stupid thing. Oh, there's a storm over you, Rabbit? Alright, bro. Well, I mean, hey, you stay this long, it's cool. We were only gonna have like a few more hunts anyway. But, thanks for coming and hanging out though, bro. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming and watching. And if anyone's new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, yo. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Just do it. It's a cool thing that going on here. I wanted that limited edition 3DS more than the Gen one, but I didn't have the coin at the time. I think I actually did. It's just that they were sold out so fast. Yeah, that's what's called custom firmware. Yeah, that's what I have. I have the Japanese one, custom firmware. I have the amount of American 3DSs I have is ridiculous. It's not that ridiculous. I have 8 or whatever. 7 American, 1 Japanese. I don't know. At one point, I was like collecting this thing. I actually gave a friend a 3DS and like 2 of my games. I still don't know why I did, but I did. A bit ridiculous on my behalf now I'm thinking about it. But it is what it is. I can tell you right now, a pair of dual blades worth grinding for are the Kezu dual blades. The Kezu Scarts, or whatever I think they're called. Those are some really cool dual blades. I like those. They're some of my favorites, actually. Oh, yeah. See, even though I have the custom firmware, all my games are physical. Okay, well, I do have a digital copy of Double Cross, but I bought it from the eShop. Legit. So, that's that. My Cross is the, I have a physical version of Cross, though. Not Double Cross. I didn't want to pay the import taxes. I mean, the time. Like, it took forever for the copy to come in originally. And Double Cross was first coming out, and I kind of wanted to play it, like, soon as possible. It was just taking too long for the shipping and everything. It's on 7:30. You know, this might be the last quest. I'm thinking about it. It's actually a lot later than I thought it was actually going to be. So we'll wrap the stream up with this quest. Unfortunately, for those who probably wanted more, we're gonna wrap it up with this quest. We'll stream again. I won't sit here and tell you guys I have a set date for you all, but we will stream here again. If I upload a video and mad people annoy me, like, not annoy, but if they're like, yo, Dad, stop bullshitting, stream to YouTube, then we will emphatically stream, like, even sooner. But, since I'm just working more so on my Twitch for things, like, trying to become a Twitch partner and whatnot. Aww. That's 4 pistons and a half, bro. Gobi carded. Someone hit me, causing me to not throw out my enraged guard. But we out here though. Ooh, damn, a Giganox Deviant. That'd be a tough one because okay, Giganox Deviant would still be poison. But I feel like the Giganox Deviant would, that's tough because how would you would have to change the design of the Giganox. The Giganox himself has a fairly simple design, all things considered. I would make it to where his poison sacs on his body are even bigger, much more prominent. And if anything, they're a lot more potent. I would make it to where he has a poison haze just about his body. Just all about him, like how Kush has the wind. This Giganox would have just the poison just around his body. He would just emit poison constantly. The eggs, I would have to where he would have 3 eggs on his back. He could put 3 eggs on his back. They'd be more durable, hard to actually knock off. He'd have a move where he would just engulf the entire arena in like poison. Oh my god. Everything that could have happened just then that saved my life. There was no way I was going to win that. I threw out that enraged guard as a cry for help. Man, I got lucky. Well, Latin, see, the thing is, I don't show my face on YouTube a lot. I probably show my face on YouTube a handful of times. Anytime that I stream, and a few select videos. I'm starting to think that maybe I should show my face a lot more often. That way people feel a bit more connected with me. Because I've asked my nephews why they like the YouTubers that they like. They say because they can see their face. Dead serious. And I was like, well, damn, maybe I should do that. So I'm thinking about doing that, showing my face more often so that everyone's actually be like, yo, that's Dak. That's Dak. That's who Dak is. You know what I mean? For most people, I'm just a voice. They don't know who I am. They've never seen me before. So I kind of want to change that. Just a little bit surely. I'm working on a way to implement this better, but it's something I definitely want to do. Oh my god, the most balls I have. Check me out. Okay. Because he totally could have just killed me. Look at that red health, guys. Alright. Pins and needles. You gotta be getting real close now. One cart left, real close. There's the knockdown. Let him have it, boys and girls. Duggahs and Diggets and everyone in between. Yeah, like a supernova of poison, and the eggs would act like crystals on his back. He would, I think he could just, he could forcibly shoot the tiny Giggy out from his back. That'd be kind of cool. Bam! There we go. Good stuff. That was a G5, right? So that means somebody has transmog capabilities now. Oh, do I have a Discord? I do have a Discord. All my mods are gone right now. Let me grab a Discord for you guys. I have a Discord. I'm always on Discord. So if you want to kick it with me, catch me on the Discord. Whoop. Hold on, let me get a link. Okay, here we go. Yo, there's Gobi. Oh wait, of course Gobi's here. I'm hunting with Gobi, but there's my Discord link. Mix two monsters? Dang. Jurgen and Diablos. I want Jurgen to have the ability to fly and also dig. It sounds odd, but I want him to actually be able to dig, and because he's so big and he rolls around, have him actually roll around in the underneath the ground, and you have the ability to go underground and chase after him in some capacity. It sounds crazy, I know, but I kind of want him. I want you to be able to go underground and chase after a monster. Not like a huge expansive area, but there'll be like kind of like, it'll be like a smaller arena or like paths you can go to or whatever, but that's kind of what I feel. Okay, so everyone, let me say thank you all so much for coming hanging out with me tonight. It's been phenomenal. I've had so much fun. We're not quite done yet though, not quite. I'm gonna watch every summon in Golden Sun, but for the most part the monster hunting is done. I'm hungry. I would stream more, but if I stream on an empty stomach, I don't feel like I'm streaming to the best of my capabilities, and I am starving, so I'm gonna go eat as well. But we're going to watch a couple of Golden Sun Dark Dawn summons, maybe even some yeah, we're gonna see some Lost Age and some Dark Dawn summons, because those are the ones with really cool summons. So we're gonna do that. Actually, I think they have all of them in there as well. I'm not sure, but the Dark Dawn ones are the ones that have like the 3D and whatnot. So we're gonna do that. and I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for coming and hanging. If you guys want me to stream more to YouTube, bother me. That's the best way to get me to do anything. Yell at me on Twitter, yell at me on Discord, yell at me in YouTube comments, whatever. But if not, catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Dak908. That's where I usually stream at. And we stream many more games that's not Monster if you're curious about that stuff as well. But with that being said, everyone's been your boy. Thank you so much for coming and kicking it. We're going to now swap over to some Golden Sun stuff. So give me a second. For those who are going to sit here and watch me stream Golden Sun, what do you call them? What do we call them? Golden Sun summons. Stand by, because we're totally going to do that. Boom. Okay, now we're going to watch this. Give me another second. I have to make this a thing. Now you can hear what's going on. Where's the music coming from? The music is done. Good stuff. Now, whoop, open up again. Boom. Okay. Boom. Double boom. Here we go. We're watching these now. Wait. Okay, that was just regular Mercury summon. This is just the regular Jupiter summon. Yo, they got all the summons. Damn. Mars. And Venus. These are all level 1 summons. Okay, level 1 summons. They're tiny doing their thing. Now, I guess we're going to go to level 2 summons. Level 2 water is Nereid, I believe. I pronounce it some water goddess. No, this is Venus. This is Atalanta. Not Venus, Jupiter. Atalanta or something like that. I've always liked this summon. Pretty cool. No, I'm just going to stop talking. Just watch them. They're dope. These are where they're cool now. This is Nereid, actually. Yo, these summons are godlike. Yo, Ramses. No. Oh, no. Kieran. This is Kieran, actually. All right. Good deal. Why does he have Garrett's son summoning the Venus to Jinn? I don't know. It's throwing me off here. That's what's aggravating me. Oh, I forgot the name of this one. But yeah, this one was cool too. This was the level 3 one. The wind one. I forgot what it was called though. This one was Neptune. Yeah. Let me see Neptune. Yeah. Fun fact, only in the first game was his fangs or teeth or whatever white. Every game after that, they've made him yellow. Random as hell, but it's a thing. Even when he shared the same sprite, they changed it from white to yellow. Crazy. Oh, see, this is where we get the mixing, I think. No, this is, that dragon. Tiamet or something like that. Or whatever, I forgot how you pronounce it. Whatever. Like the mother of dragons or something. Sebile. Alright, now we get to the good stuff. The level 4 summons. This is Meteor. This was my shit growing up as a kid. No, this is Thor? No, it was Meteor. It was Meteor. Alright, I'm bugging. Man just summons a Meteor. Just a whole Meteor. That was so cool. Look at that. Ah, Judgment. This is the slapperoonie right here, bro. This was my ish. Growing up as a kid, this is that dope stuff to me. Yo, Thor. My man Thor is riding the he is riding the hammer. Yo, did you see my man Thor? Yo, damn, Thor. Okay, I see you. This is Borez. I wanna know the lore behind this particular summon right here. It's like a train thing. It's a water Djinn summon, level 4. Okay, all the level 4 ones are done. Now we're gonna go into mixed summons. These ones I don't know the names to all the way because I never found all of them. But it's still pretty cool. Cool. Real cool. The mixed summons are very hard to find in the game, so I never really got them all. Or many at all anyway. Oh, okay. Interesting little thing. Oh, so a giant ice beam. Okay, bet. This one was cool as hell. This one came from the second one. It was super cool. I remember this one. So dope. I think this one also came from the second one. I think so. Because it was one that just healed you. It didn't do damage, it just healed. But yeah, this one's different then. Never mind. Still cool though. Oh, this is cool already. Oh damn, summoning things from the I remember this one definitely came from the second one. I know this one. I definitely remember this one. Yeah, he fought. Yeah. This is 3D version. I don't remember what it's called, but I absolutely remember that summon. Oh damn, look at my mans. Oh shit. Ooh. Dragon. I'm a fan. What man has gone to outer space? The stratosphere? Yeah, there were certain summons that did things like heal you and stuff. Okay, I figured as much with that one. That's cool. Some even brought you back to life. Probably got rid of all the debuffs and so on and so forth. Yo, I remember this one. This is the crystal, the chandelier dragon. Is it? Yeah, the chandelier dragon was initially. I gotta pause it for this. Y'all need to understand something. When I was a youth, there were Golden Sun trailers for the game, like the original Golden Sun was coming out. They were these people that were playing in like a, I want to say like a like an orchestra, right? It was a live performance with, you know, musical instruments and everything. And while they were playing, the chandelier above them turned into a dragon, and it was a commercial for Golden Sun. However, that dragon never made an appearance in the game up until this game. Shout outs. That's godlike. Chandelier dragon. But that was back when they used to make really cool commercials with video games. Now all the video game commercials are pretty lame and boring. Yo, Daedalus, my mans. I loved it. Shot off all the small missiles first. Okay, then open the chest up and shot the fat nappy. Boom! See, it's big and it's slow, cumbersome. The first missiles land, dealing damage, modest damage, of course. Then give it a couple turns. Then the fat one comes down. Yeah! Boom! That's why that summon was godlike. It attacked twice, came in 2 phases. Now we get to the heavy stuff. Yeah, this is that one from this was the strongest one in 2. I forgot what it was called, but I just know the attack move itself was called Catastrophe. This might be yeah, this was Catastrophe or Apocalypse for 1 and 2. Yo, if you landed this one, whatever you fought was dead, unless it was a boss. This is Sharon, I believe. Yeah. The boatman of the River of Styx. This one was so hard to get, but it is so much damage, so godlike. Yo, damn, we traveling through the universe. Oh, snap. Yo. It's like it's Iris. Kinda, yeah. See the feathers. Okay. Yeah, it is. Because afterwards you do get a bonus. Damn. It's godlike. And there we go. That was dope. I'm excited. I want to play the game again. I really want to play the game again. Yeah, a chandelier dragon. Really, really cool. I haven't even looked at the chat at all, but it's really, really cool. I'm glad you guys found it entertaining. That bit right there. I mean, I love the summons. I love that game so much. It holds like a huge spot in my heart because it allowed you to feel epic, even though back in the day the summons were in 2D, but they still had this huge sense of epicness. You know what? We're gonna keep it moving. We're keeping it moving. I'm sorry, guys, but we're gonna go. Boom, Lost Age. We're doing Lost Age summons now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry at all. The music was better in Lost Age. It's simpler. The sprites, of course, obviously, but it was still fun. And you can kind of see from the fancy ones you saw where they got the inspiration from, the not so fancy ones. The music was epic too. This right here, Judgment, this is what scared me as a kid. Like, I was like, yo, son, this is power. Like, look at this. Like, yo, the world is dying. Everything is dead. It's all destroyed. Like, I was like, yo, son, this is huh? Okay. The level 2 Djinn, the level 2 fire one. The fire dog that we saw. You know, boom. Real quick and easy. Real nothing. Meteor. This was the slap right here. Like, it's a meteor, guys. Like, come on. From space. The Heavenly Huntress. I liked it. Yeah, this is one I talked about earlier that I liked a lot. Shot all the arrows. And the sound effect proccing. That was the one I couldn't remember. But all the sound effects and everything that goes with it adds to, like, how epic it was at the time. For the technology we had, this was super freaking epic, yo. The slowdown, all of it. Neptune, my man's right here. See, this is Lost Age, so he has yellow teeth. Yellow teeth. Remember that. Yellow teeth is Lost Age. White teeth is the original joint. This one was weird to me because it's like he's just shredding ice. You know what I mean? Like an ice shredder. But still, whatever. It was cool. Then the missile. Good deal. This one was cool as hell. Boom. That one was dope. This one was the one with the slashes. This is the one I used a lot. No, this was the other one. This one with all the swords coming down. The slashes is next, I believe. Yeah. No, this is different. This was the flower one. Get to the slashes. That one was cool. I do remember this one. And you guys should too. This was, you know, yeah. Get to the slashes. That one was mad cool. Ulysses, yo. This is it, Horus. Yeah, this is the slashes. Yo, my man is coming. Yo, that was my joint right there. Yo, Eclipse. See how epic it makes you feel, bro? Oh yeah, see, this was the one that brought everyone back. I would do this one when I fought like really tough bosses because they would like kill your whole team. But doing this one would bring your whole team back. It was tough to get because it required like 6 water gen or something like that. It was ridiculous. It was mad hard to. You would probably much rather put it into something else, but whatever, you get a full team heal. Catastrophe. Boom. This was the slapperoonie I was talking about. It was like a prism. It come, fall, it hit the ground, open up, boom, and then the whole world is gone. It was so godlike. Looking at, imagine being 11. Imagine being 11 and seeing that, okay? Just imagine being 11 years old, all right? So godlike. Yo, Daedalus, my mans. Come with the slapperoonie. Yeah. See, you had to wait a little bit. So godlike. Sharon, this was my slap right here, yo. When I finally got this one, I was so freaking happy, yo. It was super incredibly tough to get, but it was so epic. So epic. It was like 9 earth the gen, like 2 fire or something like that. Ridiculous. You had to like expend all. It was ridiculous. Yes, the feathers. I always remember the feathers. When the feathers were going to the sun. Well, you'd see it go to the sun, but then like the feathers too. It was so dope. Into the sun, yo. Into the sun. Look, that's the enemies. Into the freaking sun, bro. You're dead. You are done, son. Oh my god. So epic. And then the feathers. That one was like mad. Okay, then they go weak. Then they go weak. Mercury. They gotta wrap it up with the weak ones, you know, just the quick slapperoosies. Okay, but yeah, that was the slap right there, guys. That was, I wanted to show you guys that. I love Golden Sun, favorite RPG of all time. The sums is what really made it for me, and I'm glad you guys got to see it with me. We essentially saw all of them then. Yeah, we saw all of them because the Golden Sun, or the summons in the first game were the first 16 that we saw. They were Ramses, Sablé, Judgment, Kirin, Tiamat, Meteor, Atalanta, Procne. I'm getting all these names wrong. Thor, Nereid, Neptune, Boreas. Those are all the ones we saw. Those are all the ones in the first game. They showed all of those this one, and then the mixed ones as well. So yeah, that's the stuff there, guys. Yeah, who knew a boatman could be a slapper? I'm just saying. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming and watching even more. So I'm getting the stream now. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Thank you. Peace. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. See me in the Discord server. Facts. And done.